Professional wrestling from head to toe. New stories, independent wrestling. Let's go. Breaking down the matches, analyzing the fights. Big cats got the scoop, shot in the spotlight. From the big leagues to the underdog fight. First sessions got you covered day and night. With the roar of the crowd, we dive deep inside, uncovering the secrets we can't hide. Body slams and suplexes, we abide. Burn sessions where the wrestling truth resides.
Welcome to another episode of Purr Sessions Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Maine of Maine, Big Cat Tyler.
5 seconds.
Always,
5 seconds of your children. 5 seconds.
Always something. It's either my wife.
It's the wife of the children. 5 seconds and the children are already in there.
Every single time.
Duct tape the door shut. I told you this. Duct tape the door shut.
There's a lock on the door. He just kicked the door open.
Duct tape it shut. That's what I'm saying. Or duct tape your children to the wall. I've suggested that too, but you won't listen to me.
Well, that I might get arrested for that.
Yeah, only if they find out.
Well, yeah. What if they find out? You know, you haven't been saying it every freaking time.
I say nothing.
Welcome to the Purr Sessions Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Maine of Maine, Big Cat Tyler Adams, where you can catch us live every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, if you can't catch us live, you can always, watch the show later, or you can listen to us in anywhere on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Please rate us 5 stars. Also, please like and comment and subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, and hopefully Cat doesn't leave me alone again. That was bad. That was bad. I was like,
it's
by myself.
It's not my fault that nobody wants to be on here. JP O'Reilly.
I'm here. Okay. Let's start off with that right there. What was up JP's ass?
I don't know.
Did a bug crawl up there and like lay eggs? I mean, Jesus.
He just decided that I guess he had a problem with me coming back to wrestling.
You're about to lose internet.
I guess. That was the. Are you leaving me alone
now?
No.
Hold
on. Yeah, he had a problem with me coming back to wrestling. Apparently.
Sorry, apparently my internet box had a stroke for a moment.
Oh, okay. So. He didn't think I should have an opportunity coming back to Ring Wars because I've been gone taking care of my family. As a father, you think that he would understand. There's priorities and shit like that. But whatever. Now today we got a pretty big freaking show today because every single time I think I've gotten the information. I've gotten more information about stuff.
Every time you think you got the answers, I change the questions.
Exactly, pretty much. Like I wanted to talk about a little bit about Psycho Stoke and his update because he was released from the hospital, and then literally a day ago or 2 days ago, Rampage Jackson went on the Ariel Helwani show and talked about his situation with his son. And I got clips for that too. And then, of course, we got WWE Clash in Paris, the Rhea Ripley thing, where she was in Disney, and the fans swarmed her. I got the clip for that, and I got
don't do that.
I got shitty Vince Russo's fucking take on that.
Oh, freaking listen, bro. If that was me, bro, I'd run into a shoot, bro. She'd kill them all, bro, and pin them and win the world championship, bro, and then pin David Arquette and win the world title, bro.
And now you just tell me before we went live that Brock Lesnar is on the show for show today. So
yeah. And the blonde girl is back on SmackDown. Me Brock, me throw.
Well, we know it's because of the big show coming up, and I think they're doing this shit on purpose because they're running it on the same day as
Double or Nothing.
Is it? Oh, I thought it's All Out.
Might be All Out. Yeah, it's All Out. Sorry,
All Out. Yeah. So they're running Wrestling Palooza on the same day as All Out, and we're.
By the way, freaking Wrestling Palooza. This is funny. Oh my god, I think I told the story last podcast. Never mind. The whole NCW story.
You might have say it again.
I'll tell it really quick. So WrestlePalooza. So NCW down in Massachusetts. Shout out to JC and the boys and girls down there. One of my favorite companies to work for. I got to go back down at some point. So WrestlePalooza. JC was running a show called WrestlePalooza. he had done it for a few years at this point. Now WrestlePalooza was originally an ECW thing, as far as I know. It might have been before that, but ECW was the first one to make WrestlePalooza its big thing. In fact, I just watched a match off WrestlePalooza the other day. I think it was, I want to say it was Saturn and so I can't remember the match. Anyway, not important. So JC's running the show, and all of a sudden he gets a cease and desist letter from someone in where the hell was it? It was Minnesota. Going, we have run WrestlePalooza for the last 5 years. You can't be wrestling WrestlePalooza. It'll confuse fans. And JC's like, we're not even in the same fucking zip code. You guys we're not even in the same time zone. Because JC, of course, is in Massachusetts. And these guys are in Minnesota. He's like, what?
It's just like the
It's like, what the hell?
It's just like was it Live Laugh Lucha or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
about.
about.
I sent that. I'm like, oh shit! Look, Killer Cross is gonna be at your neck of the woods.
Oh,
there,
to Levi, Levi's
Levi,
like,
and then realized it's like, wait a minute,
that was in Jersey, dude. It's funny because I actually remember when Vacation Land wrestling started, and I'm waiting for JP to appear out of nowhere. We're like, ah! Anyway,
he's probably getting his face beaten.
It's 9. They just started. I don't, unless he's opening match. Yeah, dude, shout out to the boys and girls at Geno's tonight. That I miss Geno's. I'm gonna go back anyway. So when Vacation Land started, I had 2 or 3 people hit me up. They're like, "Yo, people know like Randy has the name Vacation Land, right?" And I'm like, "That's the Vacation Land Cup, guys. Maine is called Vacation Land, so it actually works." And they're like, "Okay."
Yeah, exactly. But it's still a little bit confusing because it's during the Vacation Land Cup time, it's just like you kept on trying to figure out shit and be like, oh, this other promotion's running the same time this promotion is this month.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
that's what it is.
Speaking of that, I found your Rumble win, and I was going to post it in a little bit. I
have a Rumble win?
Yeah, in Vacation Land.
Oh, I won a Rumble? What the hell is this? Oh my god. Oh wait, was that like their first or second? That was their second show, wasn't it?
Something like I can't. It's no, because it was
what gear? What gear was I wearing?
I don't remember, dude. I haven't had this laptop in forever, and I was just looking at old files, and I'm like, holy shit, I have Vacation Land shit on here.
Cool. I don't think, I will be honest, I've been in probably, I want to say probably 2 to 3 dozen Rumbles. I think I've won 1. I've come down to the last.
So then you should know this one.
I don't remember it, dude. Okay, I've been doing this for 6 years, man. I've been dropped in my head a few times.
I know that we got so much shit to cover, and
oh my god, I'm not out. Really quick. I mean, I'm not as bad as Alexander Lee, who he's like, I don't remember yesterday. I do, but I mean, it's like there's days I'm just like, huh?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, that's me almost every week. I'm almost just as bad. Here, let me show my entire screen. Here we go. Not this
boy.
One. Audio share.
Oh, cat's breaking things.
Yeah, I'm breaking things.
Oh God, Dob with I'm sorry, Drake Lovecraft.
And
is that I thought that was BA. No, that's Ricky. That's Rick.
And we got canceled in the background right next to you.
Yeah. Okay. There's Lee Miller's hitting his manager with a sidewalk slam. Oh, we're in the blue gear. This is before Faye made him shorts. I still have.
I was healed during this time, so.
Oh, little basement drop kick.
There, here you go. You won.
Oh yeah. Wow. That led to nothing. Wow, fat,
yeah, exactly. It didn't lead to shit. It's just
I think it was supposed to lead to a title shot.
I had a title match with fucking I was gonna work a freaking primer. I was so excited for it. Never happened.
At that time, I think if I remember correctly, Bobby Ocean had the heavyweight championship, and Bobby's a good dude. And I think what they wanted me to do is they wanted me to work Bobby in a couple matches, and I was excited for it. And literally, it never came to fruition. So I was like, fine, if I'm not going to work Bobby, let me do my thing with like my friends, and we'll run a series of matches. It's supposed to be me, you, Levi, Hess, and I think we're going to get canceled in there too. I think it was going to be all of us because we we're all going to work tag stuff. And literally, never worked out because they're always like, oh, hey man, yeah, you're working Jim Bob tonight. And I'm like, who the F is this dude? You know? And I don't mind working random people. I don't care. It's like a lot of shows I go to, I can't name a Larry show where I've gone and when he's like, hi, I work this dude. And I'm like, hi, I've never met you before.
Right.
Fair shows. Like the Scout Hegan Fair. I can't, like, every time I go there. But no, seriously, it's like, I'm like, let me work this program that I've got planned with my friends and we'll make this work and we'll draw you money. Well, no one drew them money, but you know what I mean? We would have at least been interesting in some way.
Right. Exactly. So, like I said, we got a lot to cover today. So there's probably not going to be any botches or anything tonight just because I know, I'm sorry.
I'm still here.
Yeah, we'll cover the Psycho Sid stuff because they just got an update. So sadly, you know, Raja Jackson is somehow still not arrested. I don't know how he's still not arrested, but we'll cover the podcast that has Douglas on it, who's been communicating with detectives and stuff like that. We'll get a what's going on from him because he's directly involved with Stu. He's been talking to Stu, and these guys on this podcast have been communicating with each other and
trying to eat me.
Situation like that. So was going to start with Psycho Stu. Thankfully, he's out of the hospital now. As I clicked the wrong button. He's out of the hospital now. He is still, of course, on the road recovery, you know, after he almost freaking died.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I can't talk. So I was watching some of the people. I was reading some of the comments. They're like, "Oh yeah, that was totally like, you know, big tough wrestler got knocked out and blah blah blah." I'm like, dude, he got snapped onto that canvas. He
was knocked the fuck out as soon as he
didn't get a chance to protect himself. Yeah, he got like snapped to the canvas. He probably didn't realize he was going down like that because it wasn't like a spine buster where you're flat. Raja literally had him like by the back of the legs and like it was almost like an Alabama slam.
Yeah,
but it was worse. And like you saw the back of his head just hit the mat, and the minute you see his head hit the mat, you see him just go stop moving, and I'm just like, that dude's out. And then of course Roger's just throwing those giant ass haymakers, and it's just like, bro.
Thankfully, Douglas stepped in, even though there was multiple people around that ring.
I think with that, hi Big Bug. I think with that too is folks were probably thinking it was a work. They're like, oh, it's a work. It's a work. Oh, it's not a work.
You and I both know what a shoot punch and a work punch is.
Yeah.
If that was one of us in that ring and you saw that, you would be diving in that ring to fucking stop it.
I'd be like, maybe someone should go grab him.
Yeah, maybe we should all get in there and fucking stop this shit.
Yeah.
It took one person to make his way all the way from the back to stop it, even though there was it was a multi-man match. They literally sat there and watched this guy almost get killed in the ring. Would have been killed if Doug didn't fucking step in. So thankfully, did you actually before that? Did you hear the worst part about that? After all that said and done, he's fucking choking on his teeth.
And
blood, and somebody pinned him, and they counted it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this was also a WWE. This was a WWE ID school, by the way.
It was. It was. This was Rikishi's school, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
Rikishi
and he lost
had nothing to do with this. Everybody who's talked about this school said Rikishi wouldn't have had this happen at all. Yeah, and he's not involved with this. He's a great guy. He would have, nipped this shit right in the butt from the very beginning. But so we got a message from Stu. He's saying that he's out. He suffered, of course, a serious head injury. He's going to need to have multiple surgeries. He's been
hell. Sorry, my cats are destroying the world behind me. Apparently,
it's all good. He has trauma from both upper and lower jaw, laceration on his upper lip, a fracture in his on his maxilla.
Right,
this word.
Maxilla, yeah.
Yeah, maxilla bone.
Yeah, that's that's in the cheek.
Yeah.
Would you guys freaking quit? Jesus.
You could.
God, I got 2 new kittens and they want to destroy the area apparently.
So yeah, and again, Raja is still not arrested. However, they thankfully they're being investigated. So this was all I was going to cover today. However, we had Rampage Jackson went on our Arrow Hawaii show and talked about the situation with his son and how he feels about everything. Now, I'm going to say this right now. It's a little slow. Now, I don't know if it's because he's just trying to figure out like what he wants to say, or the concussions that he's abstained throughout the years.
Probably a bit of both.
So he kind of goes all over the place a little bit, but we still get his points and what he how he feels about the whole situation. So this right here is let's see. This is him saying that like him getting hate about Raja, the whole he's getting attacked as well as Raja is, because it's his son. He's getting a lot of the blunt to what his son did.
Can I ask what has life been like for you? Obviously, no one needs the preamble. We know everything that happened with your son on August 23rd. You don't need to hear it out of my mouth. But what has life been like for you since that date?
It's been crazy, man. Like people act like I fucking did it.
You're getting a lot of heat.
I'm getting a lot of heat. Like I beat somebody's ass.
Do you understand why people are coming after you because it is your son, or do you think it's unfair?
I think this has happened in pro wrestling before.
So apparently, I didn't know this. There was a event that I got to look into it because I don't know a lot of information about this, but just happened recently. Apparently, the same situation happened in Florida, where the guy beat another guy to death in the ring. Just straight up, just started fucking manhandling him. I gotta look more into that and figure that out. But this has happened very recently. Jesus. I don't think to this extent, but geez. Anyways,
what Roger did was uncalled for, and I know it affected a lot of people, but I didn't fucking do it. Like, because he's my son, and his father is a public figure, and they want to come after me. Like, people automatically assume that I'm going to defend my son, and I'm going to like try to pay people off and get them out of trouble. I'm just as mad as Roger as they are. I'm just as mad because Roger lied to me, because I was live streaming when he got hit over the head with the can, and I called him. I was like, son, what's going on? Like, what you doing? And he didn't tell me nothing about them working him into a match so he can get his revenge, so he can get his payback, because he know I would have told him take his ass home, because the day before he just almost got knocked out in the gym. So Roger know, and then so.
Which is the crazy thing too, because AJ Manning, who is now has basically like pushed the blame off on himself, even though he's on camera, kind of instigating this scenario. They're best friends. They according, it might be even in this, but maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. But they work out together. They both do MMA together. So how the fuck do you not know that, hey, he has a concussion? He probably shouldn't be doing a spot, just in case.
Yeah, it's like, so one of the big things we got taught is like, hey, if you're hurt, maybe you could do something, but don't do anything big. Problem is, if you got a concussion, man, that's like your brain is wibbly wobbly. You don't know where you are in that moment sometimes. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of I think there's a lot of points that led up to that point, and it got to the point where it's like someone should have been like, hey man, let's not do this today.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think what's his name, Psycho Stu. I don't think he should have done the can gimmick, even though he I guess he apologized behind closed curtains and everything.
Yeah, there's
And,
video
like,
of it. We saw it
yeah.
last week that him
And I'm
literally
like,
and Raja
yeah.
accepting the apology.
Yeah, and I'm like, that should have been it. That should have been like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go out there and I'll give him a double leg sweep and I'll give a couple like forearm shivers. That'd have been fine. But he literally that he got hot about it. He's like, oh, that mother, and it's like, dude, it's a spot,
Yeah, exactly. So it should have been a situation. I know we talked about this last week, but should have been a situation where he should have been sent home.
These are not that good.
And it got de-escalated, but maybe
shush. Sorry.
You can tell me I'm the one.
Okay. Let me explain the joke. So my girlfriend's laughing at me right now. She's sitting on if you hear a TikTok playing through my mic, that's what she's doing. So she dared me. We're taking a side leap here. She dared me because we were talking about White Claws the other day, and she's like, "Yeah, I know. That's why I said they're not that good." So she's like, "I dare you to go get White Claws and drink them at Purr sessions if you think they're okay." And I'm like, "All right." So I was at Walmart today, and I was like, "Okay, I'm just kind of bopping around looking." Like, oh, cool. They got the black cherry, which I like. I actually like the black cherry White Claws. Well, anyone that knows me knows I have a thing for green apples. I love green apple stuff, like green apple candy, green apple soda, green apple whatever. Well, they have a green apple White Claw.
White Claw. There you go.
It's not that good. It's a solid 4.5.
There's only like a couple White Claws that I like, and that's
Sam just trying to hear you go, ew. It's okay. I'll finish it because I opened it, but
at first, I had to get an attorney and all that, and attorney told me not to say nothing, not say nothing. Then I'm seeing everything unfold online. I'm getting all these DMs, and I'm like, now it's turned racist. I got racist people saying stuff to me in my DMs, which is okay. This happens every now and then, just randomly somebody say something racist. But now I got the racist people threatening me and my family, like my other kids. I'm like, what does it got to do with race? One man hit another man on the back of the head with a can or whatever, whether it hurt or not. People calling a prop can was a real can. They was out there drinking beer. And then the other man decided to retaliate. What it got to do with race? Why people bring race into it? And then I started talking about it, and people, twist my words and stuff. And so I'm waiting for Psycho Stu to get out of the hospital so he can tell his side of the story, because this is what Roger told me.
Well, there's a problem there, buddy, because Psycho Stu doesn't know anything that fucking happened.
Psycho Stu probably doesn't. He probably remembers everything up until the double leg sweep. After that, it's probably blank. It's probably blank for a day. I guarantee from that leg sweep till he woke up in the hospital, there is no memory. That is blank. I've had a really bad concussion before, and I lost 2.5 days out of it. I remember bits and pieces of it now. Going back, I have to force my brain to kind of be like, I kind of remember riding my bike that day or whatever, because I was younger when it happened. But it's there's a lot of stuff I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, well, the same thing with me with the incident with Masshole Mike, when I was so focused on not him breaking my arm, I didn't protect myself. When he gave me the second rope clothesline and rocked me, and then I bounced my head off the mat and knocked myself the fuck out. I didn't remember shit that day.
It's like same thing with the match we had with I can't remember Monty and Kid and the Pathway when I went headfirst on the floor.
Yeah,
the rest of that match was body memory. That's the only reason I got through it.
Well, that's because the muscle memory of just wrestling shit. You could see, I had to watch the match back to fucking remember shit. Hey Keith, how's it going, buddy? But yeah, so
those are the Destroyers of Worlds, by the way. Those are the two that were wrecking the joint.
Yeah.
So that's Sylvia behind me and Grim's up on the cat tree over there.
So with that also being said, with that incident, the whole shit he's dealing with that, and he's pissed that Raja lied to him, because there was footage of the incident where Rampage was like, do I need to get my boys out here to back you up? Because what it was being told to him was basically he was getting jumped basically for no reason.
Yeah.
Which come to find out is because you almost beat to death the guy in the ring to death.
Yeah, that will do it. It's like,
Exactly.
So
he's asked if he talks to Raja, like how is he doing, and we come to find out that he hasn't talked to his son in a while.
Fun.
I haven't heard or seen Raja since the incident. How is he doing?
I don't know. I don't talk to Roger no more, so I don't know. I
Since
won't talk
then,
to him. I talked to him. I heard his story, and I heard some stuff, and then after that, I learned a whole lot of stuff and about it and everything. Roger's wrong. He went against what I told him to do, and he hid the fact that he got roped into a pro wrestling store. Roger's not a pro wrestler. He's a fighter. He's not a pro wrestler. He had no business in that ring. Everybody there was wrong. And yes, my son took it too far, but he knows better. He knows he's wrong for getting.
Got a point there?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to his point where he's like, Raja's not a pro wrestler, he's a fighter. Okay, cool. Yeah, we get that. We train with a guy who's a fighter, but he can still work. And he's not. I mean, he's come close to taking my head off with a kick a couple times, but he's never actually caught me. So, but I'm gonna go back to 2016. I want to say it was. Yeah, I think it was 2016 TNA Main Event Mafia versus the biker gang, Aces and Eights. Who'd the Main Event Mafia have for the fourth person or the fifth person? It was Rampage Jackson. At that point, Rampage was still a active fighter. He was a fighter in Bellator. Or was he in it? Anyway, he was still a fighter. He still went into wrestling knowing it's a work. I can't throw real punches at freaking Mr. Anderson and try to knock his head off. I need to throw work punches with these guys, and I guarantee you get taught how to throw work punches because it was TNA, and he had a lot of good talent there to teach him how to do it. But it's like, that's just the thing. If Raja wanted to be part of it, why did no one teach him, like, dude, you can't try to murder people? This is not how our industry works, my friend.
Exactly. But no, was told how to give a receipt, but
yeah, I mean, there's one thing like, receipt. Okay, yeah. Fun fact, I was talking about that the other day, like with some people online, and I was like, okay, look, I've been in the ring and I've been popped hard a couple times, donkey boy. I'm messing. He does when he gets wound up. Sometimes he throws ham bones, but I've been cracked a couple times, and I'm usually like, "Yo, lighten up a little bit." I've told people straight up in the middle of a match, like, "Hey, I'll lighten up a little." If they don't, I might grab a hold and be like, "Yo, lighten it up." And if I get cracked one more time, I'll potato him once. I'll give him one good shot, and usually they go, and I go, "Are we good?" You kind of communicate that in the middle of everything. Like, it's not supposed to be a fight. It's supposed to look like a fight.
Right. Exactly. Now,
I'm really sad about this, by the way.
Sad about the green apple. He's so focused on the green apple.
I'm really sad about this. With a hint of green apple, my ass. The hint of something. The hint of like apple. You know what? It tastes like green apple, like a really weak green apple candy.
Oh yeah.
I want to go get my green apple drink pouches and just be like,
yeah, there you go. That'll work. Basically, the other clip I had about Rampage just talking about how that Raja, dishonored his name, which he did. He 100% did.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on
your cow. But yeah, with that point, the Limitless Dojo, what our actions, are towards the school. Like anything that if we fuck up school, it's a bad name on the school.
Yeah, I mean, if we mess up, trust me, we're gonna hear it. Jossie or Aiden Agro or Alexander Lee or Randy, one of them will let us know.
Right, exactly. So
sometimes night of.
Again, maybe you can blame a little bit on the concussion, but how would you not think what your actions were going to cost you?
Yeah. I don't know how much you can blame on the concussion though. Like I said, I don't know.
You got the concussion, you got the people there kind of amping him up.
Didn't he have someone like winding him up too the entire time?
His whole kick chat was winding up. He's like, like you're not gonna do this.
There's
blah,
no
blah, blah.
there's
Like,
no
watch
one in
that.
there's no one in his chat like an actual wrestling fan or a wrestler is like, bro, dude, it's work. Don't
No, people on the
course
internet are
not.
fucking terrible. They want to
Yeah.
see the worst outcome. So
That's legit.
So I got a few clips here about the this is the Scaling Up podcast. And these guys, like I said, these are the guys that Stu is in that same, industry. They're working the same promotion, not anymore. Basically
They're working
over
same town's kid.
over half the roster is left Knox Pro. But we got a update on how Sue's situation is.
He's out of the hospital as of today. I saw a post. Now, how aware is he of what actually happened? Because at one point I saw something about they said they don't want anybody to tell him what happened and to say he just hit his head in the ring. So at this point, is he fully aware of what happened?
Well, medically, when you have a head injury, you can't stress that person. So depending on where he's at in recovery, they have to break it to him slowly. So if you're hearing that he doesn't know exactly what's happening, it's because that's doctor's orders. Any type of stress that he goes through, anything that causes him sadness, anger, grief, or any of those things can actually set him back mentally. He's going to be in like the state of fog, and when you already have PTSD, you already have trauma caked in, and now you're adding another traumatic event to the brain. It's a perfect storm for all types of bad things to happen.
I believe he's aware of the basics of the situation. I'm not sure he's aware of how sensationalized it's become and kind of the gory details that we're all aware of. But I'm pretty sure he knows like pretty much what happened.
Because I noticed today the post was in third person. It wasn't him posting, so that made me curious too.
There's a lot of negativity out there on the internet because the people suck. The internet has some of the most ruthless, heartless, most terrible people who make the most god-awful videos about tragic events, and they blow everything out of proportion. And for a man that's trying to recover with any type of trauma to his head, like I said, any type of depression, any type of setback will work against him making a recovery. The whole goal of this is a full recovery. And I do know that he knows of the events because some of the people that shouldn't have been in that hospital room and gave his family space showed up to the hospital room and showed him stuff that he wasn't supposed to see.
He doesn't have access to.
How's a shitty thing that is? Hey, you almost died. You want to watch it?
Yeah. Hey man, look, you remember when you get hit by that train and your car exploded and you lost your leg and your spleen and your left eye? Yeah, here's a video of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to relive that crap.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
I can't even rewatch my old matches. I can't imagine rewatching like getting my ass kicked. Like someone, what was it? Someone posted one of my old matches the other day, and I just went, "This happened."
Oh yeah,
and I watched it. I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah, you want to watch your match? How green was I when I fucking? I don't want to see this.
What year was this? 2022. No, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, he explains more about the situation about that and about Stu. Hopefully, Stu's off his phone and not reading the comments because apparently there's been comments about him supposedly.
Hold on. Does Homeboy's t-shirt say "Get the fuck out of my mall"?
Yeah,
that's great.
yeah, it does. Apparently there's been people talking that he's Doug, who's on the right here, got sold out to TMZ and like Raja and Rampage Jackson paid him off, shit like that. It's just fucking stupid.
His phone currently, right?
I want it. Let him heal.
I agree with that. He doesn't need to be digging, reading comments all day and digging deep into the story.
Look what it does to me. They give me the best advice because, it's not a terrible amount of hate, but it's enough to, perturb me. So I'm sitting there looking at stuff, and I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. That's stupid. Why would, did Rampage bribe him?
Yeah, for people that don't know, me and Eric used to do pranks, so we're not strangers to dealing with hate.
Yeah, we saw Doug responding to a bunch of hate comments, and we literally showed him our Facebook. So I'm like, look, this is what you're going to deal with every day if you keep blowing up on social media.
And I can't believe they're giving Doug hate. The one guy that actually stepped in to fucking save his life.
Dude, it's like, it'd be like the guy pulling the guy off the ledge doing suicide attempt. Oh, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Dude just saved his life. How's he an asshole,
It's like the Incredibles when he got sued for saving the guy's life.
I saved your life. You ruined my death.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro.
Exactly.
I mean, superhero. What'd you expect me to do? Save me, super guy. No, you're a dick.
So, like we were talking about before about like how the fuck is Raja not arrested right now? How is he still walking around?
Yeah,
And,
it's like
Doug,
that's felonious assault.
Doug.
We all watched it.
Exactly. Doug explains that he's been talking to detectives and stuff like that.
Here today to kind of follow up on the whole situation from last week, kind of talk about new updates. So first things first, Raja Jackson has not been arrested yet. And Doug, you've been talking to detectives. So what can you tell us from those conversations that you've had? Any updates? Will Raja Jackson be arrested from what you're hearing?
Yeah, there's not a doubt in my mind. Everything's on tape, on video. It's premeditated. Just LAPD tends to drag their feet. So the detective asked me a bunch of questions. I even asked about my implications, just because it's, you're involved and whatnot. And he goes, no, there's nothing to worry about. Like, you're just trying to get compliance. Everything was towards Raja. He asked a couple other questions about the other videos involved with the people in the back and this and that. Not for implications, just because he's just trying to get information. He's building a solid case. The detective I talked to outside of the case, just asked him about formalities, what I should look at, what not to look at. He was saying that this is just how LAPD works. They drag their feet. So they're building the case right now. They get all the evidence. The state's going to pick it up because there's so many people, so many witnesses. Heck, even my little brother saw it. My girlfriend, my mom, all the kids that saw it, all the people there. So that right there, they have the evidence enough to try the case. And then what they're trying to figure out is what level of premeditation is, from my understanding, is why he's trying to figure out what conversations took.
All you have to do is watch the last podcast, and I got probably about 8 minutes of clips of him saying, I'm gonna fuck him up, basically. So
his on his little like kick video, you said.
Yeah.
Well,
I literally snipped like every single time they brought up that he's not gonna do it.
I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna kick his ass, kind of bing, bing.
Yeah,
bing,
exactly. So yeah. So and then the last clip I have basically was just him talking about that thankfully Sue is going to sue Raja, which he should.
Yeah,
100%.
At least for medical bills. I mean,
right. No, dude, make mills. Fucking he almost tried to
kill.
Got
mills. Raja got thousands.
Try to get $1 million. Fuck it. Be a millionaire. His dad's worth money. Why not? Fucking try to murder you in the middle of a ring in front of
already heard
children.
his dad go, I don't talk to him. I mean, unless his dad's gonna be like, yeah, here's 50 mil to bail you out. I mean,
we'll see. I think Stu should try to get as much fucking money as he can.
You think Rampage is still getting that 18 residual check?
Well, now that he's streaming on Kick and just having the chat shit all over him, I'm gonna say no.
No, not Raja.
No, Rampage has a Kick as well.
What the hell's Kick?
Kick is another streaming platform, just like Twitch.
Oh God, I'm old. Okay.
Kick
what happened to Vine? Bring back Vine.
Kick is basically more of a for like our IRL streaming, which is
that like that Tic Tac thing that the kids are banning?
Literally people just walking around recording their life.
Yeah, it's called TikTok.
No, like legit, like from like when the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, there's a camera always on them.
No,
live.
I ain't got time for that type of crap. You know what my life would be?
Basically is.
Okay, here's my life in a nutshell. I get up, I take a shower, I make breakfast, I go to work, I'm at a desk for 8 hours, I come home, I make dinner, I sit here and watch TV with my girlfriend. There you go. I'm bored.
Wow, you don't take a shit anywhere in there?
No one gonna come in the bathroom with me, man. Just like in Dungeon Crawler Carl, man, the bathroom is private. Mongo is appalled.
Oh shit.
That's for like no one or everyone, depending who gets it.
Probably nobody because you're old.
Dude, no, it's from a brand new book series. I'm on like book 6 right now. Jesus, it's a good book series. It's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. Check it out.
Shooting out books. We had a clash in Paris.
What happened to the show? I don't even remember.
Dude, it's literally the show was meh. Honestly,
a lot of those shows are meh.
You like they've had bangers, but lately like the shows have been like okay, whatever.
The problem is they're going okay. So instead of going, let's book this super popular guy and let him do something cool, we're gonna book the same stuff we've seen a million times.
Yeah. But like literally the only matches that I remember anything at all, which is what I had pulled up.
Hold on.
The CM Punk 4-way.
Yeah.
CM Punk, Jay, LA, and Seth. And then
there's the results.
We got Cena versus Logan, which is what we're going to talk about because Cena, he did some moves of people that he wished was still around that he got inspired from, which was pretty cool.
Dude, he did the freaking Styles Clash. I mean,
Styles Clash. He did the End of Days.
Yeah.
He had fucking Logan do Zigzag.
Yeah.
And then of course we had the Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch match, which was a fucking disaster.
It's Nikki Bella. I wasn't surprised. To go off on a small little side tangent, speaking of Nikki Bella, do you hear the whole thing she had with Wade Barrett? Apparently, Wade Barrett said something on commentary, and Nikki didn't like it. And Nikki's like, I'd like to be able to talk to him about it and him not hide from me in catering. And Wade Barrett posted on X, he's like, I'm available. Come talk to me. You know?
What he didn't like that you fucked up multiple spots? Is that what you didn't like?
That's probably what it is. It's like, you know, you can only cover so much of commentary, you know, and it's like, you know, after a little bit, it's like, yeah, well, barely got a piece of that when you miss a moonsault by this much, you know. It's like
by that only that much? You mean like maybe like a fucking football field?
Nah, I didn't see the match, so I can't.
Oh my god,
she
fucking missed. So it was either kick or moonsault or something. She was off by a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like not trying to completely shit on her, but she's in that era of divas.
Yeah. Where they look pretty and they can work.
They look pretty and somewhat work. It's not like when we got to like AJ and Paige.
Well, AJ was like the only one of the bunch that could work for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like AJ Lee, Paige, and then Mercedes Monet and Becky Lynch, Becky Lynch, Bailey, and Charlotte. Once those girls started coming in, then it's kind of like, look what the girls can start keeping up with the guys.
Yeah,
and I like that era.
Yeah,
I hate the divas era. It's like it's unwatchable. Like we know what you're doing. This was Vince's era. It's like, let's see those titties.
Every now and then. Did you? Oh, actually, I got a story about that. Did you ever hear the Miss Jackie story about that whole situation?
Mm-mm.
So Miss Jackie, what is she? Jackie. Oh, I can't remember what else she wrestled after as. She was always Jackie. She was the short little black woman that wrestled in WWE for a while back in the late 90s.
No clue. Anyways, continue.
Okay, anyway. So one match, Vince wanted her top to pop off and her tits to be out in the crowd. And she was like, whatever, you know, but people were like, Vince, what the hell? He's like, you know what people love? They love chocolate. You know what else they love? Titties. So they're going to love chocolate titties. And this is why, like, we think about like Vince and like all the shit he's done. And you hear these stories. You're like, no, he's always been this fucking way.
You know? Exactly.
He's always been a lot better. Yeah.
He's always been a fucking pig.
Chocolate titties, golden age.
Yeah, I just fucking hate that era. It's like everybody has to have fucking implants and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just the dumbest era.
You ever notice with Trish? I think she took hers out and put him back in.
Yes.
And I'm like, why? I don't know. So.
P put on TV. I don't fucking know.
But it's Trish Stratus. She's talented enough. She doesn't need that. So.
But anyways, back to Clash in Paris. So before the whole event happened, Rhea Ripley was hanging out in Disney.
I agree.
And as she's trying to leave Disney, she was swarmed by fans, which is like, okay, whatever. You're very popular. You're a celebrity.
You're Rhea freaking Ripley, you know?
Yeah. However, it got to swarmed by fans to being progressive, where they were pushing her up against the Uber.
Yeah, that was a little
excessive right there. Yeah. So I got the video of that fucking shit. It's like, it's good to be a fan, but at the same time, be fucking, respective.
Be cool.
Be cool. You don't have to fucking try to, touch people, shit like that. Be Samuel Matthews and make sure he's the one that holds the door for Matt and Jeff Hardy.
To be fair, though, at the end of the night, we all waited around for the Hardys to get pictures with them.
Yeah,
we all did. We were all 12 after a few minutes that night. And Matt and Jeff, like I said the other night, man, they were so gracious. They're so gracious.
Gracious, yeah.
They were so gracious. They were so nice. They were so polite. They were so patient with everyone, because I think they knew that we were all the workers. We all stayed till after the show. We were the guys that helped with the show, and they knew. They're like, yeah, we can hang out for an extra half an hour and get some pictures done. And they were so cool about it.
Yeah, they were 100% cool about it. Yeah. And they absolutely didn't need to do that either, because they had a show
not at all.
day.
Yeah.
So very grateful that they did that. I'm trying to find the video. Apparently I didn't have it put in the is it this one right here?
You were not prepared.
I didn't have it set aside. I had everything nice and ready to go. Apparently I dropped the ball here.
See, this is why we need JP.
Yeah, what JP? Yeah, okay. He wasn't even helpful at all last fucking show.
Well, no, he's grumpy.
He sat around and bitched.
By the way, speaking of bitching, I got a bone to pick with that motherfucker. He's like, my name comes up. He's like, oh, I bet he's just running music. Fuck you, dude. Yes, I'm running music, but I'm gonna be there because guess what? I want to go hang out and watch the show anyway. I'm getting paid no matter what. So if I do music or I wrestle, I'm still getting paid. And guess what? If I work music, I don't have to get hit in the head.
Yeah, and you get to stand there and make sure shit doesn't go south.
Yeah. So freaking, I guess it's just do music. Yeah, at least I know how to work more than just swing a chair.
Yeah, you like my hardcore comment to him? Like, surprised you wanted to do the show, because
it's not hardcore.
There's no hardcore. And then so yeah, I got the video right here.
Jackass. All right.
Yeah, what a jackass. Right here. So getting swarmed by
the first kid was just like, hey Rhea, can I grab a pic? She's like, sure. This homeboy's like, can I grab a pic? And she's like, yeah, sure. You could tell she's doing the sure thing, and she's doing the little waves here. This is some BS because
to where they're getting right into her. Like the guy's fucking head is on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The guy in the black at least is kind of cool. If you notice, he comes up, snaps a pic with her real quick, and walks away.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm done. And that's kind of cool. At least he's like, yep, we're good. I got my picture with her, but everyone else is still doing that swarm thing. Guys, remember, like Kat and I are not anyone big in this industry. We're
nowhere
near.
Who
We are. We're not nowhere near that level. And we've never like, I think the most we've ever been swarmed, and I use air quotations for that, is one of the it was MPW. I think it was after we won the tag titles, or no. It was the first defense against Hyper Putin. And we're like, yo, we'll be by the ringside if anyone wants to come hang out and like take pics with us. And like half the crowd came over to hang out with us. We're like, holy crap, hi guys.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That was cool.
That was cool.
But everyone was respectful. They're like, yo, can we get pics? Can the kids hold the titles? We're like, yeah, whatever. We don't care.
Yeah,
they
were so scared to ask. Some of them were like, it's like, it's fine. Here you go. Hold on, let me zoom in on this a little bit. So Rhea put out a tweet and she says, remember, we are people, don't swarm me or anything like a pack of rabid zombies. No one should ever be pushed up against an Uber driver's door and completely mobbed like I just experienced. Use common courtesy and humanity. No means no. What the fuck?
Yeah, more than likely, like I said, as she was walking, she was probably like, yep, sure, not a problem, grab a pic, not a problem type thing. And then just like
yeah, right. So people were giving her shit about this, and we're gonna cover Vince Russo's comments because he always comes up.
He'd be like a human. I'm gonna start acting like Rhea Ripley.
See, that's pretty fucking. Dude, that's pretty fucking funny.
It's funny too because like I've said this too. When we're out in public, we're often not our we portray characters. We're often not our characters when we're out in public. Like if someone meets me at like Walmart. They may yell Dylan Nix, but I'm just Andy out there. And I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like normal goofy thick person looking for Aquaman stuff. And
I usually get cat. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, oh, hey, how's it going?
I get
fuck you.
Yeah. Dylan, hey, what's up? It's Brewer Walmart. I get caught almost every time I'm in the Brewer Walmart. Somebody yells Dylan at me. But Dylan, I'm like, what? Who the hell? Hi, who are you?
Yeah. Who are you? I had somebody come up to me and talk to me too. So I like we just had a conversation, and then he kind of awkwardly left. And like, I don't know if that's somebody from the dojo that I met once or just a fan. I have no fucking clue.
Dude,
Like,
the new dojo kids, like it's like that with me too. Like a couple Thursdays ago, I went up and worked out with some of the dojo kids, some of the new ones. So I got to meet a few of the new ones, and I'm looking at them like, what's your name again? I'm not being mean. I just don't know who you are, because I've only met you twice.
exactly.
And but actually, fun side story. Sorry, side stories at LPOTN.
It's fine.
I had the girlfriend and I went up to my parents' place up in northern Maine this last week, and we went for a visit and had some fun. So there's a little store up there, and I walked in, and Sam came with me. We walked in to go get something, and someone walks by me like, "Hey, Andy, how you doing, man?" I was like, "Hey, I don't know who the hell you are." Not a clue who it was.
Podcast, right?
Dude, I could not tell you for the life of me who that person was. It's more than likely someone I went to high school with, or like they're around my age in some way, shape, or form, and they've been up there for their entire lives. They know who I am. They know my parents, but I have no clue who the hell it was.
Yeah, exactly.
So all I saw was his back, and I'm like, Scooter, how are you, buddy?
Yeah. Hey, bud. That's usually one of my go-to.
Hey, bud.
Don't know
Yeah.
what your fucking name is.
Hey, my friend, how you doing? I turned to like, hey, hello, my friend, hello.
So fucking Vince Russo with his fucking shitty comments here. This fucking waste of space. So he goes, so my first question to her would be, what type of business do you think you were getting into? You got into the sports entertainment business to be a celebrity and make a lot of money. That comes with celebrity. If you want privacy, if you don't want people hounding you, sorry, or knowing who you are, then you probably are in the wrong business. We're talking about 7 marks that wanted to take a selfie with Rhea Ripley. Yeah, the fucking like video there. The fucking video. You don't know how much longer it was. Yeah. At the same time, it's like, what? Like, so
Vince Russo is all butthurt that no one knows who's the only reason we know who Vince Russo is because he killed WCW.
We only know the reason why we know who Vince Russo is because he killed fucking Owen Hart too. So. Yeah.
Skin tag removers, huh? So I know random things. No, seriously, it's like Vince has been. I love hearing Cornette talk about him because Vince has been out of like relevancy since 2004. Actually, 2007. I think he wrote for TNA, and he almost killed TNA too because he was writing for TNA, and Dixie's like, I love his ideas, and Dutch Mantel's like, and Jeff Jarrett are looking at her like, are you on the fucking drugs? So,
yep. And that's why their business is where it is now. Thankfully, they're slowly starting to make their way back. Yeah. Russo compared the Beatles movie A Hard Day's Night with thousands of fans chased them and the police couldn't hold people back. Russo said that was a real swarm, not the Ripley experience. Okay.
Again, that was a movie there, homeboy. That'd be like, oh god, this big green guy rampaged through downtown. You'd be like, okay, some homeboy paints himself up green and starts like throwing poop at people down in like downtown Manhattan, right?
You think that Vince Russo wouldn't have the same fucking, the same thing if people were swarming him? You don't think that people were up in your shit? You wouldn't be saying the same thing? Exactly. Fuck off.
But what I'm saying is, like, Vince Russo would probably be like, oh, yeah, bro, the Incredible Hulk was downtown, bro, throwing poop at people, bro. No, dude, that was a homeboy who painted himself green, all right? That's what I'm saying. The movies aren't what happens in real life.
Yeah. And the question is why she took an Uber.
She's in Paris. What's she got to do? Freaking, like, pedal? You gotta rent the bike.
Like, listen to this. First of all, why are you taking an Uber? There had to be at least 25 office people there. Ask someone from the office to pick you up. Why?
No.
Why?
No. Maybe she doesn't like anyone from the office. You ever that?
I know you got shit to do
Hey, Jimmy Corderas, I know you got ref crap to do. How about you pick me up? It'd be like,
can
yo,
you hang
Greenleaf.
out with me while I go hang out at Disney, please?
Yeah, it'd be like, yo, Greenie, I'm gonna go to the bar before we go to the show. I need you to come pick my ass up.
I know we had this major event, Clash in Paris, which I'm pretty sure was sold out. Can you come with me to hang out with at Disneyland? Why in God's name are you taking an Uber in a foreign country? Why not?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Freaking, like I said, you ain't walking from Disney to where they were. It's probably like across the city. I mean, I guess you could take the subway, but that's gonna be just as bad. Being in a small tube with 100 people that know who you are. Come on.
See, here's the other thing about this article though that I have an issue with. This probably isn't really Vince Russo because there isn't brother every 15 fucking sentences.
Why do you think I talk like that? When I make fun of him, I remember hearing him do interviews. And every other word is bro.
Brother.
All right, bro. So, bro. No, it's not even brother. It's bro.
Bro.
It's like he's like, we're from like Manhattan, bro, or from Queens, bro. That's how we talk up here, bro. No, dude, that's not how anyone in the Northeast talks.
You hung out with Hulk Hogan and you're a fanboy, so you think because that's how Hulk talks, that's how you fucking talk.
Except he's like, I'm gonna be cool and I'm gonna say bro instead of brother.
Yeah. From an old school perspective, because he knows the business. Wasn't it just about sharing rides with fellow wrestlers? Yeah, because everybody wants to go to Disney. Like, hey, I'm going to Disney, so why don't you fucking come with me?
I will be 100% fair. If I was working in the WWE and Rhea goes, "Yo, I'm going to Disney. Anyone want to come?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah, I will be right there."
Or maybe she just wants to fucking hang out by herself and
exactly
enjoy Disney.
Okay, Rhea's come out and said, she says Rhea Ripley is what she is. Delmy, what's its real name, is very introverted. Actually, she's very shy. So if she can go out and just be out and about and no one knows who she is, she actually likes that. That's why the baggy clothes, the bucket hat.
Did you see the girls? It was Rhea and Bailey and I can't remember who else, but there was like 3 others. And like 2 of them were like puking in the bushes. And the other guys are just like thumbs up, like, yeah. Just smiling at the camera. It's so fucking funny.
Someone had a good time.
Yeah.
Bailey's over there throwing her up her guts. They're like, why did I drink?
No, I think Bailey was the one that was like holding back the other girl's hair, doing the thumbs up. Was what?
Jesus. No, I did not see that.
Yeah, I gotta find it. It was so fucking funny. Either have someone from the office with you.
Oh, breaking news. I think we're going into it here at some point anyway.
Did she finally come in?
She's back. Yep.
Yes.
It's been Alex's World on Facebook. I just opened my Facebook because I've been wondering.
I was rushing to get to it, but
it's been 10 years. She's finally back. Welcome back, AJ Lee.
Yes.
Ooh, I wonder if she came back to turn it up.
We'll talk. Well, now we don't. Now that ruins it. Do you think she's coming back? But we'll get to that.
Yeah, it's gonna ruin it anyway. People are already gonna see it. We're slacking over here.
That's why I was trying to rush.
Finish up this bro crap.
I don't give a shit. He's just talking about you need security and shit like that. Just shut the fuck up. Your opinion is terrible. You have the worst opinions. Keep them to yourself. I don't know why he's on these wrestling shit.
Because people pay him because they think he's relevant.
He's not. Anyways, so Clash of Paris happened. Like I said, John Cena versus Logan Paul. John Cena does some other wrestlers' moves and kind of a like a homage to them.
Yeah, a little
and
homage.
The homage and the
Homage.
the pre-show it was brought up and asked about that and his this is what his answer is about it.
Honestly, I'm trying not to reflect on it too much because there's always another match to have. My favorite match is always my next one, and thanks to your perspective that I seem reinvigorated out there. I will say that I've had a lot of opponents over the years, and with 8 appearances left, I know I'm not going to be able to wrestle everybody who was influential in my career, but I think you saw tonight the best way I can say thank you to some of those people who have been affected or have affected my career is to kind of pay homage by maybe taking some risks and doing some stuff that I don't normally do out there.
Yeah, he did some crazy shit with Logan.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, hopefully I can do more of that and take my game to a different level, and in turn do what we're supposed to do, and that's entertain the fans.
Yeah, so he did some crazy shit. He did fucking the Hurricanrana and shit like that.
It's like being in a fair show and you're like, I'm gonna bust out this random move,
random shit that I don't do,
dude. A couple months back, I was at a fair show and I hit someone with the razor's edge. So the border toss, actually, because I didn't go.
You
down
should just
it.
start
I
doing
just
that. Just do it.
Depends where I work. I can't do it to like big guys, but I can do it to smaller guys.
Yeah, that's true. I guess is true.
Like I no way in hell I can do it to you, but I can do it to like, I can do it to Levi.
Exactly.
It's like the muscle buster. I'm like, I tried to do it to Lee Miller at the dojo once, and just I couldn't get him on I couldn't get him set, is what it was. Like, he was too big. Guys are harder.
He's a big boy too.
Yeah, big guys are harder to fold to really get into that muscle buster pose. So now I realize what Joe kind of, for big guys, just kind of hooked him and just went back with him. I was like, it's a suplex then. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So hopefully, I'm trying to avoid a copyright here. CM Punk almost wins the match, the Fatal 4-Way. I've done everything I could to make sure we don't. So hopefully,
we said CM Punk. That's enough.
Yeah, exactly. And then we find out the new member of the, I don't even what group.
The
Seth
Silence, the Scorpions, the Def Leppard. I don't know.
I don't know either. This bullshit. We were like, oh, god damn it! Like
yeah, I'm
Punk win.
Seth Rollins with me right now has go away heat. I hear his music and I get annoyed by him. And
you hear his music and you get annoyed by him?
Yeah. Oh, I know. As a Punk fan, I know. But no, seriously,
Punk
it's like
hears it and gets annoyed with him.
He's just. It's like when I'm standing in the ring and I hear Old Town. I'm not joking. When I was feuding with Donkey, there was times I hear Old Town Road start, and I do the same thing. I would look at Scratch. I'd look at Ethan and be like, I fucking hate this song. Randy's drugged me on commentary before because I'm standing there and he knows Donkey's coming out. And the music, he knows I'm going to say something about the music, and I'm like, it's like I kind of liked the song for 5 minutes when it first came out. Now I hate it. And the reason Donkey uses it, I swear to God, because I asked him about this. There's a line in the song, "Cowboy Hat" by Gucci. That's why he uses it.
So
anyway,
I don't know why I'm gonna be. I don't know why to bring this up, but
winding me up, man. Winding me up. I'm at a White Claw.
So then, as Punk's leaving, a fan has a sign that says something about AJ Lee. He grabs the sign and he points to it. He's shaking his head, gives it back to the fan, which everybody got excited for because everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, is this possible that AJ Lee is coming back?" So then we get Monday night, and actually before that, there's been multiple times where we thought that AJ Lee was going to come back. I know she's back now. Spoiler alert. She's here now. I understand that. We'll get into that.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. So she was asked in on an interview, is there time that she'd come back? We know that she left for a couple reasons. A is because her spine was fucked. It was compressed from a move. 2 is because CM Punk and WWE were had massive hatred towards each other and suing each other and shit like that. So she left for that reason as well. But she was interviewed. I'm sorry, don't know who. I think it was just called Wrestling Clip. So I don't know who the actual interviewer was. Asked her if would she come back to WWE.
He wants to know this, including myself. Could we see you in the WoW wrestling ring? I mean, I would want to see it. I'm just saying.
So I will say, I say the same thing in every interview, and it's always never say never, but don't hold your breath. And what I mean by that is that I never say never to anything physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm healed from everything I've gone through in wrestling. I could technically do it, but I'm so enjoying it, letting the next generation have their spotlight. I got to do everything I wanted to do. So it really would have to be, is that challenge there? I don't think the girls need me there. I think that they are going to take over the world all by themselves.
There. So Yeah, so people were like, "Fuck," like wanted to come back. I know everybody was like hoping that she'd come back at the Rumble. Bell to Bell Promotions. What's up, champ and non-champ? Aw, doing good. Ow.
As soon as I hit the right buttons and turn everything back on for 5 seconds, I'm doing awesome.
So then at the Money in the Bank, this is 2024, I believe, there was asked again if we could see AJ Lee and CM Punk in the same ring together, and Punk, has the answer of
Paul from Takeout Media. Question: earlier today, AJ Lee, your wife, was trending on Twitter and he's snacking, and they thought she would show up to screw over Drew McIntyre. You did that. Do you think we'll ever see you and AJ in a ring together?
I appreciate the question. You would have to ask my wife, but she's not here. She's taking care of Larry. I don't want to fall in the trap of saying never say never. I don't want to give people false hope. I also will not put words in her mouth and say, I think this could happen. I think this is a brave new world, and I don't think a lot of people thought I was going to show up. It's really all on her. She's busy. I'm super proud of her. She's doing her own thing. She's got I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this stuff. She's got a production company started up. She's writing TV, movies, all kinds of stuff. And I laughably always say I'm a bad husband because I never know what project she's talking about. Oh, I have a meeting, and I'm like, with who? Is it Netflix? Is it Hulu? Is it CBS? I don't know. She's got so many irons and so many different fires. I will say, as a fan of hers, we'd love to see it.
Yeah, and we all love to see that too. And again, there was more tease on Monday with Becky Lynch in the ring. CM Punk came out. He said he wanted to fight Seth Rollins. Becky came out. They had their promo against each other, and Seth eventually walks out. Punk puts his attention to him, turns around, and Becky just starts fucking paintbrushing the shit out of him. And then his quote was, I'm gonna get Seth Rollins, and then I'm going shit. I don't know the quote exactly, so let me play it. I have the video here. Again, grainy, I apologize. To avoid the copyright,
I'm going to make Seth Rollins regret ever cashing in on me. And you're going to regret put your hands on me.
Oh, he's gone. Where is he? He's gone. Where is he? They got in the car and where?
and that was just basically when's it's Friday Night SmackDown? Where is it going to be? Chicago. So we got the tease. So was going to ask the question, do you think that she would show up because there was multiple fans worried that we were going to get like Rhea Ripley instead of fucking AJ Lee?
Rhea's fine, and Rhea also has history with Becky, so it makes a little bit of sense. But I mean, this built up perfectly to be freaking AJ Lee, plain and simple.
Right.
So anyone else but AJ Lee, and it would have been a letdown. Yes, I'm having a second one. I don't care how bad they are. I bought them. I'm going to drink them.
Yeah, the fans I think would have been devastated, and like it might have actually like even ruined.
H, was it H? Someone actually said there's gonna be a big surprise on SmackDown tonight, and I saw Brock Lesnar, and I'm like, I swear to Christ, if the big surprise is Brock Lesnar, I would, if I was a fan there, paying $500 for a front row seat, dude, I'd have been like, I want my money back. I didn't come here to see the blonde gorilla. Me Bork, me throw suplex.
I am trying so desperately. I was hoping a fan would do me a solid and put it up on TikTok or on X, their fan footage.
Hold on.
And I can't fucking find anything. I just see this the regular footage so that we could watch her coming back because apparently the pop was as big, if not bigger, than fucking Punk coming back.
No, I don't want to see AJP. No offense, AJP.
Who the fuck is AJP?
AJ Phoenix. He's a buddy of mine.
You want
AJ Leave?
I apologize for people who are watching this or watching this in the future. If this gets taken off, I apologize, but I really want to see this. So it's good. It's going to be copyrighted. I apologize. The fans, the people who I hit the wrong button. I did.
Oh.
The people who get to listen to this, they'll hear everything.
But I'm gonna do the whole one. Hold on. Okay. This isn't a fan cam. This is actually it's WWE clips on TikTok. So we're probably gonna give copyright strikes.
I got somebody recording it from their TV, so we might not. So we want to do that one, or do that one. You can't see it that way. No, just put your phone down. I'll do it this way.
But it is lighted up. It's their theme, which is cool.
If this works for me, it doesn't like me pushing multiple buttons. Apparently,
I'll fix your desktop.
This is from a TV. Yeah, I know. I need to fix it. This is from somebody's TV, so hopefully we don't get no.
All right.
Yeah! Woo!
Oh, that's exciting.
TV asshole.
No way! There she is!
Oh, she's not wearing the long Converse anymore.
No, apparently not.
Can we not see the half naked homeboy here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we put it on her? I don't care about you.
It was like our match in Supernova where Donkey turns the camera and he's like, and I was like,
no, even worse. It's like Supernova where the fucking you're about to hit your finish and the guy pans the fucking floor. The guy that's on the floor.
Yes. Yeah.
That
was the first time that Levi and I had hit freaking what the hell do we call it? Thunderstruck too.
Yep. And nobody knew how to fucking
do it. Homeboy's like, and I was like, bro, finish is happening. I'm getting old, bro. I'm getting old, brother.
That's Supernova.
Getting old. All right, I gotta adjust here.
So yeah, she has returned. Thankfully, everyone was worried that she wasn't going to return. It was going to be the stupid Rhea Ripley shit. No offense to Rhea Ripley, but everyone wanted AJ
mommy.
Lee. I love mommy. I'm not dissing mommy, but AJ Lee needed to come tonight.
Oh yeah, no. AJ Lee definitely needed to be like the correct choice there.
And I know there was rumors saying that it was going to be Rhea Ripley. And then at WrestlePalooza, she was going to get injured. She was going to get attacked backstage. And then it would have been AJ Lee. However, this needed to happen. Okay, this building sold out on a rumor, just like fucking with Punk, that AJ Lee was going to be back. So it needed to fucking happen. Also, besides tonight, they have Cena versus Sami Zayn. I think that's going to be a pretty fucking good match.
Yeah, apparently Sami came out to booze. And then Cena came out, challenged and Sami ended up giving him a U.S. title challenge like he did with what Cena did with Sami forever ago. And the crowd came back around, but they didn't like Sami for a hot minute.
I'm just trying to find footage of AJ Lee kicking Becky's ass, but it is what it is. So yeah, so we're all excited. We're all looking forward to it. I wish she would have came back at the Rumble, but thankfully, maybe this is what needed convincing for her to. We know that Triple H is very good at convincing people to come back. So I think this is what we needed, and
all
it's 100% different
there we go.
Atmosphere. It's a different locker room now. So
for any of you people that were watching and it looked like an earthquake happening. It's my can's crushed. I knocked my can over my laptop.
Oh shit!
That was me going, "Oh fuck!" and like,
Good thing it didn't like fucking fry and explode.
No, it got mostly. I got a pretty wide space for like where your wrist would sit, like when you're gaming, because it's a gaming laptop, and it mostly hit that. So that's why I kept like my camera kept going on and off, is because my touchpad was still on the camera icon, so I kept touching it to turn it off by accident. So we're okay now. We're okay now. Everything's okay. Everyone's fine. Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. I think.
So I wanted to get into Jake Hager, his stuff on Chris Van
Oh,
Vliet.
his freaking stupid purple hat thing. I like this hat. He want to be Groot. Like, come on, man.
He's so dumb. Anyways, before we get to that, this has been popping off. Did you see the shit with Oh, I forgot to mention. Sorry, backtracking. WWE kind of dropped the ball too this week with AJ Lee's surprise, where they released a tweet basically saying AJ Lee's coming back.
The merch guys.
Yeah, the merch guys.
They're
yeah,
like,
I just saw that when I was looking through my shit.
They're like, so yeah, when she's back on Thursday or Friday.
On Friday,
everyone's
when she comes
like,
back on Friday, we will have shirts and shit. And everyone's like, what?
No, to be fair, so here's the thing. Normally,
somebody got fired.
Someone probably got fired. or Triple H went, yeah, just do it. I don't care. Speaking of merch, so normally, like when I look through merch, of course, I'm looking at most of the guys. Like I look through Cody Rhodes stuff. Sam was sitting next to me, and she's like, "Does Gunther have anything?" We're looking at Gunther stuff. Most of his stuff's on clearance right now because they're probably going to start new stuff for him when he comes back.
Yeah.
Looked at some of Randy Orton stuff. Blah blah blah. I got into Stephanie Vaquer's stuff. Some of her shit is cool. Like she's got like it's like her logo is like the V for Vaquer, but it's like the devil horns curling off the V. It looks cool as hell.
That's dope.
I'm sitting here like, I would like one of her hoodies. I was like, I'd wear that. I'm not dropping $90 on it, but I would wear it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So before we get into the Jake's shit, did you see the shit that's going on with Matt Riddle?
Yeah, I've also heard Matt Riddle do his side of the story, so it's been interesting. I don't know who to really believe because
yeah.
So for you folks that haven't heard this, Matt Riddle is supposed to do a charity show in England.
Against
I guess what had happened.
Boy Simon Miller.
Yeah, I guess what had happened was this is what I've heard.
I should ask Simon if he wants to come on the podcast.
That'd be cool shit. Yeah, this is what I heard. So through Reddit and through the internet in general. I spend a lot of time on Reddit because Reddit's got a lot of good information on it. So I guess what had happened, they didn't announce it as a charity show until like 2 days beforehand. Riddle didn't know. He knew he was booked for a show, basically. But I guess he told the promoters that he wasn't going to fly in on Friday and sit in a hotel room for 2 days. He wanted work. Like, I guess they were going to do meet and greets with him and stuff. And I guess none of that ever came through. So he went, no, I'm not going. I guess really the bad thing about all this is he just hasn't, I don't know if he's done it by now, but I guess he just never returned the deposit.
Right. So this article is saying Matt Riddle no show to charity pro wrestling event in United Kingdom on Sunday, August 31st. He has yet not returned the deposit paid to him.
Yeah.
Al Snow Global Wrestling Kingdom ran their show A New Kingdom Rises. Al Snow is all the way in England now?
No, I mean he might have been over there, but Al Snow is running. Last I checked, he's running OVW.
I don't fucking know. Sources
like everybody likes head Al Snow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Last Snow's global. Oh, I think ran their inaugural. I guess it is Al Snow. Huh.
So do they just decide to run a new United Kingdom show? Just randomly?
Sure, why not?
I guess so.
Book me. I'll go work a UK show.
He's supposed to face Simon Miller in the main event, and like, kind of shitting on Simon Miller right there. It's like fucking. You don't want to sit around in a hotel room if that is true. You don't want to sit around for a hotel room for 2 days. You're getting paid for it.
Here's my thing. This is just me, and I've said this. If I got booked, say IPW hit me up. That's Wesley Pipe and those homeboys up in Canada, right?
Is that what you're trying to get me to go to too?
That's where I want to go up because it's only like a 6-hour car ride. It's not too bad. We've done worse for less.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true.
So,
is the pay good at least?
I don't know. So yeah, we probably have to go show face the first time. Anyway, let me finish the story.
Drive 6 hours just to show her face.
I've done it. So You've done it. What are you talking about?
I know, not 6 hours though.
Yeah, well, dude, it's in St. John, New Brunswick, which is honestly St. John's a beautiful city.
I guess.
But that's where I was going with this. Like, say I got booked and they're like, "Yo, we need you up here on Friday. We're gonna do meet and greets with you." Cool. Oh, the meet and greets fell through, but but you're gonna work Sunday. All right. What am I doing for 2 days? Nothing. Cool. I'm gonna go explore. I'm in a place I've never been. You know. Well, to be fair, I've been in St. John, New Brunswick a couple.
Unless you're in a shitty part of the neighborhood, I guess I can understand.
Yeah,
But
and even then, you take a taxi or an Uber.
talk to the boys on the show. Like, you
Yeah.
should fucking know people on the show. Be like, hey, I'm sitting here for a couple days. You want to fucking hang out?
Yeah. Like, if I was gonna go down, like, say I end up down at NCW for a couple nights, I'd be like, "Yo, JC, what are we doing? Well, who's hanging out? You know, go hit a bar or something? Go grab a bite? You know." Shit,
I would
man.
like to do that promotion though, because Pipes and shit.
Yeah,
Pipes
that's what I'm saying. It'd be fun.
I like Pipes. Pipes is really cool. So another guy that need to get on the podcast. So this is saying that apparently he was showing concerns about his flight, claiming it was cheap, and his unhappiness about being in the hotel room for 2 days.
Once again, you're in a hotel. Do stuff.
Yeah. After Riddle's revealed his concerns, they tried to organize pro wrestling seminars so he could make some extra money while in the United Kingdom, but they were unable to finalize any events on such short notice. Riddle didn't cancel his booking, but never traveled to United Kingdom, and the driver who left waiting several hours for the MLW World Heavyweight Champion to arrive.
That's dirty pool, man. My thing is, it's like, if you're not going to show, just someone
Let them know that you're not
let
going to
them know.
show.
You know, I've had
You could literally just say, I'm not showing up, and fucking block them. That's like,
yo, I'm not coming. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting us know. Especially a week beforehand. I'm not coming. All right.
Right.
Card subject to change. Matt Riddle's not coming. Let's get freaking I don't know,
Somebody.
Jim Bob over here. You know,
Jim Bob.
You're not going to get another Matt Riddle style guy, but you can probably get someone. You know, what's Tyler Bate doing right now? You know,
Right.
Hey,
So
call Tyler. You know, Tread 7. Call someone up. There's
I have Matt Riddle's response right here.
You know, I could explain everything in great detail. I'm not lying. But I really don't give a anymore. Most of you motherfuckers are dumb cunt. Just like when you believe that Me Too bullshit, all the other
Oh, I like him already.
garbage. You guys are all
I mean, we know Matt Riddle has a history of running his fucking mouth to, you know, get clicks. You know, he believes bad press is good press.
Yeah, I've never been a huge Riddle fan.
No.
Honestly, like, he's not. He's never been like my top guy. I've liked,
Especially with the comments just recently about him saying that AJ Lee like to, you know, work her way around the office.
And here's the thing: everyone has said AJ was very, very shy and introverted and kept to herself backstage.
Yeah.
The character she played on TV was not who
You weren't even around when she was there.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. You paused like in his O face. Could we move this along?
His cum face.
I'm gonna need another White Claw.
dumb. And it's fucking insane. It's insane. Believe these
I like how they bleep the F word like every third one.
Whatever, dog. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep getting booked. I'm probably going to start fighting again. I'm probably going to do a lot of other shit.
Whoa, wait, I got
on
it. Pause. I got the fight. Raja Jackson versus Matt Riddle. There you go. That's the fight. Book it.
Matt
Book
Riddle
it. Dana
would
White
probably fucking beat
Dana
the shit
White
out of him.
booked this shit. No, I think they're about the same weight. Actually, I'm curious now.
But Raja is training, and I don't think he's had any professional fights where Matt Riddle has been in professional fights. I don't think Raja. I think the UFC was looking at him before this whole scenario happened.
So Raja's a lightweight. Matt
He should be a lightweight.
I was gonna say he's probably a middleweight. Yeah, he's a middleweight. Remember, MMA and boxing weights are weird.
Yeah.
Like literally 3 pounds is a weight class. Because like
Right.
featherweight to lightweight is literally like a pound. I think
A pound, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
and he's
There you
wrestled as a welterweight and a middleweight. So he's been like from featherweight all the way to middleweight, which is about 4 different weight classes, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So
Thanks, Hajime no Ippo.
middle. So Matt Riddle has been in some fights. I don't think Raja has been in any professional ones.
I'm saying book it. We'll see what happens.
What? Somebody might die.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna get us canceled if I do it.
Yeah, please don't.
Big, you know what? And I'm nice as fuck, dude. Everybody, if you don't like me, unfollow. Go yourselves. All right. I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, the cream rises to the top, and I'm really, really tired of trying to be nice to everybody because I hate to break it to you.
That's a good way to get booked. Being an
How
asshole.
stoned is he right now? Do you think?
He's
On a scale
always
of 1 to
stoned.
10.
Peace.
Welcome back to the channel. Professor Jason X here.
He's always fucking.
No, dude. There's levels though. On a scale of 1 to 10, he's a 14 right there. His pupils are like this big.
I don't know. Donkey's usually 14.
Dude. Okay, yeah, Donkey's okay. He's a 32 then. He's like,
I don't know. Donkey's usually fun. I love working Donkey and I
We're
hate
picking on
working
Donkey
Donkey.
tonight.
Yeah.
We're picking on Donkey
I
tonight.
love working them and hate working them. If it's a Let's Show or MEW, don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's a fair show or anything in between that. It's like, Donkey, your spot. Oh yeah.
Dude, actually, I'll let me tell the story really quick.
Like just stand there and be like,
Dude,
it's fucking like, I forgot what I'm doing.
For the longest time, I've worked Donkey a bazillion times at this point. And look, I like Donkey. I will fully admit this, and I'm just picking on him a little bit.
Of course,
I've
we
worked
love
him.
Donkey.
I've worked him enough times where, like, for the longest time, I knew his match. Like, I knew what he did in his match. So we were working the Bangor Fair a couple months ago, and I looked at him like, all right, so we're doing a Donkey match. He's like, yeah, wait, no, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this here. I'm sitting there going, looking at him like, I'm sorry, wait, you changed your match? I'm like, is your hope spot still your hope spot? He's like, oh yeah, I still do that for the hope spot. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, as long as I know what your hope spot is still.
And then he did absolutely nothing that he called. And then
No, we actually did pretty much all of it. The problem is we were main event because go us. Main event. We were the 4th match of 4, so you know. But the problem is the way the Bangor Fair was set up. The minute our music hit, the tractor pulls start. Half the crowd gets up and just leaves.
It leaves. Yeah.
My music's about to hit, and I look back at Larry. I'm like Larry. He's like, do 6 to 7. You're fine. So Ducky hits me with a big body slam or something. Hits me with the splash, and I'm laying there. He goes for the pin. What? I kick out. I'm like, let's get this done. It's on the shit,
dude. Fucking Eric in his tag. When we did it, there was barely anybody there. And they called like 15 for Eric. And Eric went out there and did maybe 5, if that, because he's like,
dude,
what?
That was me and him at Crown.
He's like,
they called 12 for us. Eric's like, we're doing like 6.
Yeah, it's like, well, at the same time, the reason for that, and Larry got a little hot. He goes, why would I do a fucking banger match or try to do all this shit where I can possibly injure myself in front of like 6 people?
Yeah. And you gotta kind of be like, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I'll look at I'll try to judge the crowd and be like, fix my camera. I'm gonna try to go out there and give the crowd something. Like I may hit like a couple big moves. Like maybe I'll hit him with a big like freaking suplex, or I'll hit him with like something like I said, big razor's edge or something to finish him off. You know, but I'm not gonna go out there and do like all my shit because honestly, like, you know, what happens if I go to throw like a Saito and I slip and also I blow my knee out? You know. I mean,
Right.
Saitos aren't exactly hard, but also I was throwing Teddy around. And Teddy also weighs 90 pounds.
Or just do a fucking stinger flash and blow your calf out.
Don't remind me of that. That's I don't know how that happened. It was like I go back and watch that match. And I watched that entire sequence. I'm like, I did nothing wrong.
No.
Like nothing wrong. I just jumped and I hit the mat, and as I hit, I felt my leg muscle go, and I was like, yep, that's gonna suck. And the funniest part is you can watch me plant my foot and stomp a couple times before I hit Dave with the suplex to make sure my leg was working. So I thought I'd rolled my Achilles. That's what it felt like. I was like, oh no, I'm crippled myself. I'm like, oh, my leg still works. It hurts. It works.
I got to do a part 2 to my fucking indies injuries, because apparently it just blew up. Like I did it maybe a year or so ago on my my channel, Big Cat, Tyler Adams.
Yeah.
And it's like at like 100 and something thousand or something like that.
Well,
and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why is it's like
it's because we're stupid. People watch us be stupid. They're like, oh, they're dumb.
Yeah. But it's like when,
Dylan Lane
I don't think it's that
shit.
high. It's over like 10,000. I don't know if it's that
No,
high.
seriously, it's like shit. Like, oh, Dylan landed his head. Look at that. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, guys. You know, fuck you.
So I gotta do a part 2 of like more injuries and shit like that. But
Only had
anyway,
a mild concussion.
only a mild one.
Dude, that sucked. Monty, kid, I do want a rematch. Singles on single, tag on tag.
I want a rematch with the neighborhood.
I want a rematch.
I want
myself.
I want the Wild versus the neighborhood. I don't want to fucking triple threat shit. I don't.
Yes.
I want it just us, so we can do some shit.
You realize we'll be heels, right?
I don't care
because it's Monty, kid. They're gonna
give a
get
fuck.
sued. That's fine.
It'll be
I should
fun.
Sorry, I just thought of this randomly. I should start a Patreon where I'm like, pay me $5, I'll show you the gear I've never gotten made. I got a book full of gear that I just like I've never gotten made. That I've just designed.
I know we got fucking Wild gear that we haven't fucking.
Yeah. I got that. I got at least
Well, I'm not poor.
10 sets. At least 10 sets of Dylan Nix gear that I've never gotten made.
At least
Based off
you haven't
various-
gotten them made and like never worn them.
I have 2 brand new sets of gear that I have not worn yet.
Yeah, but you're gonna wear soon.
Yes, I'm gonna wear a set tomorrow. Actually, I'm thinking. I know it's just a little birthday party show, but I'm still gonna bust out one of the new sets.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm only busting out. Okay, so pull back the curtain. I got 2 new sets of gear. One is pink and black. One is gold and black. The gold and black set is not getting worn for another month because I want to save that for a certain show.
There you go.
But I will rock the pink and black set.
There you go. Rock the pink and black set, and hopefully you don't rip it.
Yeah, well, it's
that'd be
pretty
the worst part because you waited months for that shit, and then it
Yeah.
fucking tears.
It's like my freaking blue and my Seahawks gear where the
Yeah.
freaking material just peeled off itself. And I was like, I wore this 3 times.
Exactly.
I'm so mad about that. Oh my God. I
You
cannot tell
were.
you how mad I was about
I
that.
know you were. I remember.
Oh,
shit.
I'm waiting
So-
for people like name the gear makers. So
Yeah, right.
Hope Spots gear, I think was the one I just got my gear from. We'll see how it holds up. It's the same guy who makes Wesley Pipes.
That is, guys.
So, yeah.
Well,
It just took a while to get. I'll be fair. I'm not gonna bury the dude. He was very communicative with me. He kept me in the loop. He's like, bro, I'm working
it's better than Alberto.
Yeah, I know. And he's like, bro, I'm working a shit ton of nights right now. I got overtime on overtime and overtime. Just it's crazy. He's like, he'd picked at it the entire time. Like he would do like a little bit here and a little bit there. Finally, one day he's like, yo, I'm done. I'm sending them. I was like, yes. Then I chased down the FedEx driver to make sure they didn't miss my house. Like Sam looks at me, she's like, you're gonna chase the FedEx driver down? I'm like, I don't want him to miss the house. I took a half a day to make sure I was home. So I'm like, last thing I want is that because they needed to be signed for it because it was coming from Canada. I'm like, last thing I want is me not to be home, or best yet, if I'm home, they come knock on the door, but they knock on the wrong door because we have 2 doors in our house. We have the front door. We have 2 front doors. We don't use either of them. They're there, but we don't use either of them. We use the back door to come in and out of the house. So I'm like, they're gonna come up here, knock on the door, and I'm not gonna hear either of them. So
Yeah, that'd be the worst. And then it gets sent back to Canada.
Then I gotta go to Canada to get my shit, and I'm like, I don't want to go to Canada. I want to go wrestle in Canada, but I don't want to go to Canada. I've been to Canada plenty of times. There's nights in Canada I don't remember.
So
Rev is evil. For all our
that's what happens
Canadian
when you
fans,
go to
y'all know
Fort
what I'm
Kent.
talking about.
You go across the border so you can drink.
I can't. I don't have a passport. I still need a passport to go across the border in Fort Kent. I know the damn border guards. I grew up with half of them. Seriously, I came out. I went with my ex-wife. I was coming across. It was the older brother with the kid I went to high school with. I was like, "Yo, Tim, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, Andy, yeah, you guys are good. Go ahead." Didn't question me. I could have been carrying a freaking nuke on my back, and he'd be like, "Yeah, you're good. Go." My buddy Gunner is a border guard. He used to work at Fort Kent. Gunner wouldn't question my ass.
That's funny as shit.
But now it's like people I don't know.
So Jake Hager went on Chris Van Vliet's podcast, and the couple of clips kind of went viral of him, shitting on shit. So we'll start with him leaving WWE.
Decision to leave WWE purely that you wanted to get into MMA? it was contracts again. I felt disrespected from what they offered me. They offered me like half of what I earned that year. And with pro wrestling, and here's some advice.
Not trying to shit on you, dude, but you're like generic wrestler 8.
He had a good move
for
set.
some young.
He was good in the ring, but he had no personality.
Right.
Young guys, like
that's why they put you with Dutch.
If you want to make sure a company is going to use you and use you in the right way, then you have to make them pay you, because then you become an asset. If they're not paying you a lot, they can use you whatever way they want to. So I felt like I needed to stand up. I knew my value, and it's scary. Like, I can remember like 6 months after I left them, and I'm training MMA, wrestling indies, and like I had just a whole month of indies canceled on me, and I'm putting my daughter to bed at night. She's like 2 years old at the time, and I'm like in tears. I'm like, how am I going to fucking pay the rent? You know, like I got to train, I got to do all this. And so it was a lot to handle, but like, you know, going through stuff like that.
Question. How the fuck do you blow off that much money from WWE to where
cocaine.
you're living paycheck to paycheck?
Cocaine. No, I don't know. I don't know if he did coke or not. No, seriously. Some of these guys, it's the same thing that some of the guys that go through when they sign in the NFL happen. They go, okay, I just got signed to the NFL. I'm
gonna buy
getting
$1
paid
million man.
$45 million contract, but that's $45 million over 5 years. So it literally breaks down to $5 million a year, which is still, for me, that's a shit ton of money. I can easily live off $5 million a year. I joked, if I won the $1.4 million Powerball or billion Powerball, you'd never see me again.
Yep.
I would have a chunk of land on an island somewhere, and you'd never see me again. And I'd be really happy about it. But 5 million a year is easy to live off of. But some of these guys start and they're like, oh, I got 5 million a year. And you said it. I'm going to buy the $30 million house. I'm going to buy 2 Maseratis. I'm going to get myself a $2 million watch. Why do you need a $2 million watch? You know what tells time perfectly fine? My $300 Apple Watch. Heck, I have a $50 Aquaman watch over here that my girlfriend got me for Christmas a couple years ago. That tells time perfectly fine. You don't need a $4 billion watch. All right.
So they can fucking flex.
Yeah.
That's
I'm going to go out and buy a Cybertruck. Why do you want to buy a truck that's not even rendered yet?
Cybertruck. Oh my gosh. It's like so many videos have gone out with the thing busting up.
Dude,
the one purpose of it being a truck cannot be a truck.
I drive a Subaru Forester that's better off-road than the Cybertrucks. All right. I'm just saying.
Really like makes you who you are.
It's a catch-22 though, because in order to get paid, you need to be valuable.
Yeah.
And in order to be valuable, you need to get the opportunities.
Yep.
So if you're standing up for yourself and saying, I'm not going to work for less money, if they don't consider you valuable, they'll just go, well, see you later.
And that's really what I come to realize too with pro wrestling, which I love it. I had a great career. You know, I was very blessed to have the opportunities that I had in it. But in pro wrestling, your hard work doesn't always determine your success. And this is why I kind of wish I would have stayed with MMAs, because my hard work would have 100% directly contributed to my success.
Mm-hmm.
There's politics, you know, the audience have won. Like, I feel like the hat could have been way bigger, but he didn't like me. Like, I pitched an idea. I think this is great. And like, I wanted to turn into Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, where I would say, I like this hat. And everybody in JAS would know what I'm saying. I'm not saying I like this hat. I'm not saying I am Groot. You know, they would just like, you know, play off of it.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Chris.
That's
no, it's
good.
not. No, it's not.
Bro.
This is so stupid. It's
Oh
so
my God.
stupid.
That is dumb. That is now I get kind of where he's coming from. Like, I get the Groot thing. Like, in the fact is, like, certain people can't actually, in the Marvel comics, comic book or nerd time. In the Marvel comics, certain people actually can't understand Groot. Like, Rocket could understand Groot. There are Maximus from the Eternals could understand Groot. What Groot was speaking was actually a language not everyone could understand, because the way he said I am Groot, every time he said I am Groot, he inflicted it every time, every syllable is slightly different, right? That's the whole explanation in the comics. Like, and I get where Hager is coming from, where he's like, I like this hat. and Jericho's like, yeah, we'll go beat up the ass boys for the titles. Like I get where it would have worked, but it's kind of dumb.
It's very dumb. No offense.
I needed a third White Claw because of that. Thanks.
No offense to Jake Hager, but he sounds really fucking dumb. I'm sorry.
He's one of those boys. Like you could tell. Man, I sound like such a hypocrite sometimes. You could tell he was a jock his entire life, and he never had to like think.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure I think he's got a college degree. Like I'm pretty sure he's got a college degree. He actually is an all-American athlete. He won a bunch of stuff. He's a good athlete, but yeah, I've met plenty of people like this where it's like because they're so good athletically, they've never had to like
use their brain.
I was like, how do I say this nicely? They've never had the brain, and like you meet guys like, okay, he's one of my favorite players of all time. Look how Gronk acts and talks. I love Gronk. I think he's a great player, but man, you listen to that guy talk, you're like, wow, are you okay, man? And that's what Hager reminds me of. It's like the lights are on, but
nobody's home.
Nobody's home. I like this hat.
Yeah, and this is I like
this
this
hat.
hat.
Next time someone interviews me, I'll just go look and go, I like this hat. You're not wearing a hat. I like this White Claw.
No, you don't. You don't like that White Claw. You've been bitching.
I really don't. I'm drinking it because I bought them. Dude, I have a rule. I have a freaking rule. If I buy it and I open it, I'm going to drink it.
You could have not opened up the rest of them. You've been opening it up. You could have just.
By number 3, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, no shit. It's not that bad after number 3.
By number 14, I didn't taste it no more.
Yeah. So this is his the hat and the Tony Khan meeting.
Oh yeah.
There was a moment where you stopped loving wrestling?
Absolutely. I'm very jaded from my exit at AEW. Like I'm very proud of the stuff I did there, but like at the same time, like I find myself questioning right now. Like I wish I would have just stayed in MMA at some point. Like Inner Circle was one of my favorite things to do in pro wrestling. I love those guys. JAS, Daddy Magic. I mean, I just really loved working with Chris. I think he's number one on my Mount Rushmore, Chris Jericho, like, cause he can just constantly reinvent himself, and he can not only do that, but he can like see what he has around him, and he knows how to elevate us and like to bring it up and like make it look good. Like Chris Jericho is the reason why that purple hat was so over.
What do you mean?
It was his like intuition. We did that backstage promo, and it was live to the crowd, and where I first said, I like this hat, and the crowd just popped. And once he heard that pop, that's all he needed to know.
He is fighting for his life in that promo to not break character. he's looking at the camera like,
well, I do have a way with words. I will, give me some credit, but dude, I had so much fun.
And you got that purple hat over.
You know what's cool is like I'm an undefeated MMA fighter, but like my wrestling character at AEW was almost kind of comical. I feel.
Yeah, you were a little goofy.
Yeah, and I was allowed to be goofy because like Chris would always like put me in situations where I could look tough again, but like I could be funny. And if you know me, that's my real personality. I like to fuck around, bullshit, and drink scotch.
Jake Hager.
So when did you stop loving what you were doing there, or just loving wrestling in general?
It was right after we did the Vegas. Was that the Stadium Stampede? No, it was like the second Blood and Guts. The second Blood and Guts we did in Vegas, and it was against Daniel Bryan and Cesaro and those guys. And then Sammy jumped off the cage. My first contract with AEW was up, and after that. We were like the negotiation process was very one way, and I could tell that. Well, anyways, I always find a way to say this every day, so I think everyone should too. Say fuck Tony Khan. I could tell that he didn't want me there. He offered me like a year and a half. I was like, bro, I just did Stadium Stampede twice. Like. Don't act like Stadium Stampede didn't put AEW on the map. I was in the debut episode. I was the big spoiler, and you offered me 18 months after all that. So it was that and the way that he started running the business that it really, like, he wasn't a professional. Like, we...
Kind of funny how, like, everybody who leaves AEW is saying the exact same fucking thing. That he doesn't know how to fucking run a company, and
I've been so it's funny when I was on the Red Dogs podcast, we talked about the same thing. I joked that I was like, I'm never gonna get like. First of all, I'm 44. I'm not gonna get booked for AEW anyway. But like, say I was in like my mid-20s, the way I shit on AEW, they would never book me. But the problem is, I'm not shitting on them for anything they're not doing. And in fact, a lot of the people leaving AEW are saying the exact
same thing.
Same thing. Tony has no clue what the hell he's doing. He's making columns and he's making rows, and he's like, all right, well, we're gonna have Jake Hager fight Colton Gunn, and like, okay, why? That's what I want to know.
We're gonna turn you baby face and then heel and then back to baby face
you can
within
have
fucking
matches.
3 weeks.
I work independent wrestling where shit never makes sense, but like I like it to make sense sometimes. Like if you're running a storyline, like say you have like the Young Bucks and FTR, right? I'm gonna use them examples. Okay, here's how that whole thing should have went. You have the Bucks, or you have FTR take the first match, the Bucks take the second match, FTR take the third match, or the Bucks take the third match. You have 2-1, and then you can play it up, and you can go. Then you go 3-5. You can have these matches work, you know, and they can be switching face to heel. But there's a story there. Like, just make it make sense. I don't want to see Serpico versus freaking Gravity, where they do 145 miles an hour and nothing registers, and Young Bucks, same thing, where it's like nothing registers, nothing settles, and it's like, okay, what did I just watch? Seriously, that match went 100 miles an hour. I got nothing out of it.
Yep.
Where I can go back and watch an old Demolition match. It's 12 minutes. Yes, they beat the crap out of the jobbers, but the jobbers get some offense in, and the storyline makes sense. Demolition of the big guys. They beat the crap out of the little guys. They do 4 big moves. Everyone sells. Everyone works.
That was the one thing I hate about AEW Dark.
Yeah,
you take the indie guys that are like they're quote unquote monsters on in these promotions, and then job them out.
Yeah,
just make them look like a bitch.
Yeah, let's take like imagine if AEW got Cruel, right? Had Cruel show up to Dark, and then you're gonna have Cruel lose to freaking
jobbed out.
Yeah, jobbed out to Vikingo. But okay, I've met Cruel, and you have too. Cruel is 6'4". He's a big dude. He is
nicest guy too.
Don't ruin it. He is, but no, seriously, he's like intimidating in gimmick. He's intimidating as hell.
Oh yeah!
Like,
oh my god!
Dude,
yeah, he is
scary as hell. He's a great.
Can you take the mask off when you're talking to me, please?
Yeah, he's a great monster. And it's funny, we were sitting out back and he's chit-chatting us with the mask on. I'm like, stop doing that because it doesn't work.
Please, I'm scared. I'm scared.
No, seriously. Like, and he would like if he showed up, he would lose to like someone like Gravity or something like that in like 2 minutes. You know, I remember BRG saying like he was on Dark. His match went from 12 minutes to like 6, and they're like, yeah, just let Matt Hardy get all shit in, you know. And Brett's like, okay, I didn't want to be here, and I didn't wait 8 hours to do this or anything, you know. I'd have been pissed. I'd be like, I'm just going home.
Which was great because some of the guys like is a Private Party. Is that AEW? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's Private Party. They're the ones that actually fought MSP.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And MSP, it actually got some shit in.
Yeah, it's because Private Party and MSP have worked on the indies, and Mark Quinn and I can't remember the other guy's name. Actually, no, Amber and Jossie, and they're just like, yo, let's do some fun shit. So, right. MSP get some of their stuff in.
And they had fucking Amber had like a viral tweet for a while and didn't and nothing came of it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody besides Daniel Garcia got anything from Dark. So you job him out on Dark and then you fucking don't even book him.
Yeah, I don't know. No, there's been a few people that got called up from Dark, but yeah, not a lot. Like Dark was a way for like indie guys to go and be like, yo, I work Dark. You know, and
Yeah,
that's cool.
I worked AEW. I can
I
put
worked
that on
AEW.
my
Yeah, you can put it on your resume. It's a cool
resume,
spot. You
yeah.
can charge an extra $20 a show.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm kind of
Exactly.
joking with that. But no, seriously, it's like
I bet people did that. I'm not
dude, saying I worked like it'd be like okay, I joked about the whole Shane Douglas thing, right? I don't was that on air or was that just you? I don't remember. But I've always
think
joked like a buddy of mine was a booker for a promotion, and we were talking about people to book and bring in because we wanted some bigger
I
names
think
in.
you just literally talked about this. The same podcast.
Yeah. Did we talk? I don't think no. It was before we went on air. I was talking about you before we went on air. I'm pretty
Maybe.
sure.
Okay. Anyways. Continue.
Anyway, and I was like, "Yo, I'd love to work Shane Douglas," and he's like, "I'll see what I can do." And yeah, because we were talking about the other thing about getting the other homeboy on. But anyway, and so he reached out, and Shane's just never responded. But and here's the thing: like, I don't care. I wouldn't want to work a full match for Shane. If I could, I would. I'd love it. Honestly, but at the same point, I would go in there and just take the finish. Just hit me with the freaking franchiser 1, 2, 3. I work Shane Douglas, or I work James Storm, or one of those cool names like that. I would be super excited. I'd be super nervous, but I'd be super excited.
Yeah.
I'd be like when the Hardys were here, and it'd be like Randy going, "Yo, I need you to work the Hardys." I'd be like, "I'm sorry, what? You need me to take a swanton and a twist of fate for 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Sure."
Yeah, exactly.
Like after all the punk shit that went down, the boys got together and we had a meeting, and this was the boys only, no office. All right. And we're all like Sting's in there, Show, Jericho, Bryan, Mox, they're all standing at the front, kind of like talking us through this shit. And lo and behold, who comes into the room storming in? Daddy's little billionaire. And he's like yelling at us because I think it was Dax and Cash and Wheeler didn't want to come in. They didn't like the storyline, so they refused to come to TV that day. And he was like, "Listen, I'll put you in a 6-man 6 minutes before the show, and you're going to do it." And we're all just like, all feeling disrespected. And I still to this day wish I would have stood up and said, a lot of things. But like, you just told Sting that you're going to put him in a 6-man in 6 minutes, but then you're going to honor him for his retirement. We became his little playthings. We had to wait outside his office. His storylines were very good at debuting, but he could never carry anything through. And it got to the point where I'm carrying on, but it got to the point where I couldn't tell him anything. He couldn't take criticism. He was fucking up, and we were all just having to deal with it. Like we all had blood, sweat, and tears put into that company. We were all there at the beginning. Like we all had our careers behind us that helped build that company. And then we all had to just sit side by side and couldn't do anything. Because he wanted to run it the way he wanted to run it.
So you chose to resign, but it puts you in a spot where it's like, if you don't resign, what do you do with your career? Mm-hmm. Why did you decide to resign?
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was going to do next. I mean, I will say that AEW paid well.
Yeah, no shit. That's why everybody's going there.
Yeah, go ahead and pay me 6 figures to sit in catering.
Right.
Okay.
You'll have to listen to the rest of this, but basically called
Good,
out
because my brain cells are dying.
Well, yeah, we're getting close to being over. He called out fucking FTR, and they responded to that.
Yeah, Dax and Cash are like, "Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? We were there, dude."
Right.
Tony didn't interrupt. You're just on the crack.
Right. So they got pissed because called them out about it, even though they're had nothing to do with it. And yeah, they tweeted at him, and I got the DMs right here about it. Right here is it. Boop. So says Cash and I were
basically
was
you
at
can,
the meeting.
You can skip the top. The important part is the middle here. Cash and I have never refused to show up to work, and I dare say, if you look at our schedules since Collision started, we're the most consistent, talented that make both shows every week.
Yeah.
Okay, Dax and Cash are honestly they are probably my modern favorite tag team right now, and they have
Right.
been for a long time.
Greatest
So I
of all
really
time.
like. Dude, they are one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yep.
There are a number up there. Yes, I'm not just saying Demolition. I Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, the Brain Busters. There's 100 tag teams I can go through, but they're definitely like top 20. Fantastic tag team. If they come out and say, yo, this is what we did, I'm going to say I believe them.
Right. And then they DM'd Jake about this. I apologize if you're upset. I said I think it was you two. I didn't say it definitely was, but the meeting happened and they responded. I know, but you to say I think and then actually say our names makes us look like assholes, and it wasn't even us. We're assholes, but we show up to the work.
We show up for work.
Yeah.
That's like something I would say. Look, I'm a dick. I get it, but at least I show up.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, I had other things about talking about too, but I'll play only a couple of them because they're quick.
No botches tonight. I see how it is.
Yes, because there was a lot of shit to go. I skipped this last week. Well, I didn't skip it because some asshole ended the show early. But anyways,
yeah, JP O'Tizzle.
Yeah. So he talks about Undertaker doesn't really like him.
Single coolest moment in wrestling that you go back to?
Probably one that I wouldn't want to talk about on camera.
Oh boy. What about one in the ring then?
Oh man, so many. I'm blessed to work with so many Hall of Famers and great people. That was one of my favorite moments. Working with Rey Mysterio for the World Heavyweight Championship. We kind of had a couple of good matches. I remember working with Taker in Mexico City in front of 19,000 people, and I fucked up. He called his signature flying clothesline and the comeback, and I thought he meant for me to clothesline him. And so we kind of double clothesline each other, and we're both laying there, and he's like, "You got to know my shit, brother." So
single
Cat. What's John Cena's comeback?
Shoulder, you throw a line, he ducks it into the what the fuck you want to call it? Into the 5-knuckle shovel.
Mm-hmm. And then
5-knuckle shovel AA 1, 2, 3.
What's Taker's comeback?
That one I don't remember.
I don't remember it offhand, but I'm just saying.
I know it ends with a big boot. The snake eyes to the big boot.
Yeah, so it's usually snake eyes, big boot. That's part of it. All right, I think it's flying clothesline. I think it's punch, flying clothesline, snake eyes, big boot. I think that's it. Then it usually ends in tombstone somewhere in that area, right? Okay. So what I'm saying though is like we all have our little 5 moves of doom. In fact, Alexander Lee drilled that into our brains for our comebacks. We should have a 5 moves of doom. Mine is Polish, belly to belly suplex, senton, and then whatever my finish is going to be that day. That's my 5. It's easy. It's Hager working in WWE, and also Undertaker's not really changed his moveset a whole lot over the years. He used to do a lot more when he was younger, but when he got a little bit older, especially in the American Badass era, he was very much just a striker. That was his thing. He was like, I'm the big striker, bop, 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 He should have been like, okay, I know I'm going to take a flying clothesline, a couple punches, and a tombstone pile driver. So when Taker goes flying clothesline, cool, I'm taking that, And honestly, I'm sorry, the Undertaker says anything to me, I know I'm taking it.
Right.
I don't expect to hit the Undertaker with a flying clothesline.
Right.
Unless he says, hit me with. I'd be listening for those 3 words. Hit me with.
Yeah.
If any move doesn't start with hit me with, I know I'm taking. If he goes big boot, okay, cool, I'm taking a big boot.
Exactly.
Diamond cutter. Wait, what?
So we kind of double clothesline each other, and we're both laying there, and he's like, "You got to know my shit, brother." So that's kind of what started me working with Ray. Is Taker stopped working with me. He was like, "Okay, you go work with Ray on this tour."
I wonder why. Fucking my shit up.
It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just certain things. Like I've worked certain matches where people call stuff to me and I forget it in the middle of the match. I have, honestly.
But they're not Taker level.
But they're not Taker level. Yeah, I'm not working the under friggin' Taker. If I was
Yeah.
in the ring with the Undertaker, first of all, I'd be pooping
Shitting
myself.
my pants. Yeah, I would
You know,
too.
I'd be like, yay.
But speaking of people that also hate him,
there truth to that story that Cena didn't want to put you over when you won Money in the Bank?
Oh yeah, he absolutely refused to do it.
Did he told you that? Or was just like, was that the original plan? Was the original plan for you to win?
He didn't tell me
WWE
that.
Championship?
I was told that was what happened. Like, because the original plan was I was going to beat him Monday night on Raw and not do the tease. But like, I'm a young guy. I mean, I've been there for a cup of coffee. So what are you going to do?
young guy, full of himself.
He did have really cool music though. Like I like his music. It was very like
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, but yeah, that's I got one more. Might as well fucking play it. His comments on Goldberg was actually kind of funny.
Goldberg
talks about Michael Cole. But let me skip
Goldberg
ahead, yeah.
sucks.
He can't run a spot. The only thing he can do is a fucking spear and get paid $600,000 for it.
He's 58 years old.
Then stop pro wrestling. Stop coming in and taking our money. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm
anyways,
gonna look at Tony Atlas next time I see him. Like, Tony, stop pro wrestling and stop taking our money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Tony, what the fuck you just say?
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about your WrestleMania moment, Jericho telling you got to evolve.
Right. Okay. And so, like, also, I got to take a spear from Stone Cold, and then
Stunner from Stone
he drove the
Stunner.
I
Yeah.
want to take a spear.
Spear from Stone Cold.
Only bitches take spears.
Addict.
Only bitches take spears. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling that to Donkey next time he calls a spear.
I don't even know why he does a spear because everybody fucking does a spear.
Man,
That's why they
I
started
had-
doing crossbodies, and then everybody saw me doing crossbodies, and now everybody's fucking doing crossbodies.
One of the best looking spears, and in fact, Tyree Taylor has come out and said that was one of his favorite spears he's ever taken because it looks disgusting. Because we timed it perfect. I come in, he hops just slightly, I nail him like I'm going through him. It looks great, and I've never done a spear since. But it was like, you should do a spear, and I'm like, everyone does them.
Yeah,
It's like
everybody does them.
It's like literally I started doing a cutter because like Primer was the only one doing a cutter for a while. Then all of a sudden, like I on a show, I was like, everyone like cutter. I was like, seriously, people?
And that's the thing too, because you're like, I'm not gonna do this because everybody's gonna fucking do it, and then nobody does it at a show. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I can start doing it, and then everybody fucking does it at a show.
Yeah. It's like I'm pretty sure. Like I joked that the border toss. I'm like, I can't do that on a show I'm on with like Perry Von Vicious because that's basically the Perry go around. I just don't do the spin. But I'm like, yeah, I could do it anywhere else, and I'm just waiting for everyone to be like, yeah, there we go. And I'm like, oh well, there goes that. You know?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I mean,
Oh.
to be fair, I think I'm the only one in Maine that does muscle busters, and I've only done like 4 of them.
Muscle buster.
Dude, that is my favorite call of all time when
Yeah.
freaking Torres is like, no, you wouldn't, muscle buster, and I'm like, I even told him later, I was like, that was one of my favorite calls of yours that you've ever done in my matches, and he's like, thanks.
You should just do that as your finish. You can do that, everybody.
Again,
You could do that, everybody. You just get them on the fucking ropes.
dude. The problem is like basically it's like I can't walk out with everyone. Like I can hack squat almost 400 pounds, but the problem is it's just bouncing people on you, right? You know,
Just go with it. I bet you can do it.
just go with it
You
until I
can do
drop
it.
someone on their head and I paralyze them and they end up like like Tyson Kidd and I feel awful for the rest of my. Dude, if I ever heard someone like bad like that, like Joe did to Tyson, like I know Tyson holds no ill will towards Joe, but I do know Joe feels bad about it.
I've seen that clip.
I'd retire. I'd be like, I'm done.
I've seen that
was my
clip.
last match. Yep.
And you know what it looked like?
Hmm.
Every other muscle
Muscle
buster.
buster. He just landed. If you watch, Tyson lands just ever so slightly high. Like he lands just like almost on the back of his neck slightly, instead of landing kind of like between his shoulder blades. Instead of landing kind of flat like this, because when I do it, I kind of let you go on the way down, so you can kind of flatten out. Joe will hold you a little bit longer, so it kind of looks almost like a brain buster going down almost but he usually has you flat enough where you're still kind of landing kind of high to mid back. I think what happened to Tyson is he landed kind of like almost back of the neck instead of landing like kind of shoulder blades.
Well, that's what he did because he fucking broke his neck.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I'd have to watch it again. But it's like, it's literally, like you said, it's every other muscle buster. But then again, a lot of the moves that injure people are moves that everyone's done. Seth Rollins talking about the sunset flip powerbomb where he blew his knee out. He's like, I've done that a million times. The powerbomb where Draws got paralyzed.
Yeah.
Elo's done that move 100 times, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
somehow he did it worse. Yeah.
You know, where you killed Jason Devine. It was a cannonball spot. You've done that 100 times.
Well, that was his fault. That wasn't my fault.
Nah,
I still felt terrible. And he told me it was his fault, and everybody told me it was his fault, and I shouldn't feel terrible. Still feel fucking terrible.
Yeah, of course you're going to feel terrible if you hurt someone, you know. So
yeah, that's never it for the show.
Is it
11 o'clock?
Oh my god,
I'm fucking tired. Do your
yeah,
plug.
I'm gonna go through TikTok and watch those AJ Lee return videos.
Yeah, exactly.
You can find me on all social media platforms at DOTD Nix. That is YouTube. Do I have a YouTube channel? I don't have a YouTube channel yet. We're working on that. Sorry, I don't know why we're on YouTube. That's why I said it. Okay, let's try that again. That is Facebook. That is Instagram. That is X. That is Blue Sky. That is wherever else you can find me. I don't really care. ProWrestlingTees.com/DOTD Nix. Only place you can buy the Wild T-shirt. It's the only Wild T-shirt we have out so far. We need to get more out.
Yes,
I have a T-shirt press. I can actually make them now. We'll see if that comes to fruition. It is I think it's a 14x14. It's not a huge one, but it still works. I got it for $100. I ain't complaining.
Right.
For shows, upcoming shows this week, tomorrow, it's an AWA show, but it's a birthday party, so that's what it is.
Somebody's taking their face.
Yeah, Larry's like, "Can you work it?" And I was like, "I'm free. I'm not doing anything." Tonight would have been Gino's, but well, I had to do this instead. Hold on, I also have other shows coming up.
You didn't want to go to Gino's, don't lie.
Dude, I miss Gino's. I want to do Gino's again so bad. Next weekend, the 13th, I do have another show that is also an NAWA show. I believe that is down in, I want to say, Kennebunkport. I could be wrong. It's actually not in my phone. No, I'm sorry. The 27th is Skips in Buxton, actually. That's the next NAWA show.
Okay.
Yes. October 4th, you can find me up at Crown of Maine, fighting for the Aroostook County Championship. It is my third time fighting for that title. First time I got screwed out of it because it was a double disqualification, and Mike James jumped in the ring to break up the pin because I was his heavyweight champion at the time, a belt I've never gotten a rematch for. Second time, Chad Casanova cost me the title. Third time, I'm fighting Chad Casanova. I'm gonna win in the damn thing this time.
Hope so.
Anyway.
You can find me. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you.
That's right. And then there's more shows in October. I can't remember. So anyway, that's what I got for so far.
You can find me, Tyler Adams, on Facebook and Twitter. Big Cat Tyler Adams on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, you can find the Purr Sessions Wrestling Podcast on every platform. Just search Purr Sessions. We also have a merch store if you guys want to support the show. brainbustertees.com/Purr Sessions. Buy our merch. And of course, you can follow us every week live Friday, except for the 26th, because we will be at Ring War, so we won't be live then.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, that's a Friday night, isn't it?
That's a Friday night.
Ring Wars. What night is that again?
26. Just
I'll be at Ring Wars. I won't. As far as I know, I'm not wrestling that night. I will be there as a musician.
Support. As
I'll be there. I will be there as a music guy, but I'm gonna let that cat slightly out of the bag. I'm the first alternate, so if someone doesn't show up, guess who's working that night? This kid.
I got dates in October, but I don't know if I'm allowed.
I'm gonna break someone's kneecaps before they show up.
Yeah, damn straight. Of course, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Purr Sessions. Like, subscribe, comment, and of course, you can follow us on every audio platform. Give us a 5-star. 5-star
splash.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back next week, hopefully with everybody. It won't be just two.
Yeah, Tizzle needs to come back. Sammy Matthews is just ducking us at this point. He's just like he's fucking off the pathway somewhere. He's up north with Joseph Seed. Freaking Levi's and
Levi can come on now.
Yeah, Levi can get his ass back here.
He needs to get his ass back
Spade.
here.
Yeah,
we miss you. So you need to come back here.
So,
but yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Do I have more? Guys. Yes or no? Do I buy more White Claws for next week?
Yes, buy more White Claws, ones that you like.
Black cherry this time.
There you go.
Yeah,
and words of Road Dogg. Kuai.
Purr session signing off, but we ain't saying goodbye. Keep your fans like steel reaching for the sky. Professional wrestling, we'll never let it go. Big cats in the house, bringing the rumble to the show.